Zero.
What's going on, people? Welcome on into Unsportsmanlike Conduct. It's already weird that I get the one headset in, but we'll make it through. We'll push through here. I am Steve. I got, as always, Timmy T right on over here.
Welcome to the Caitlin Clark Worship Show. Yes, I am a new man, and I love Caitlin Clark and WNBA basketball.
He's a changed man, everybody.
I'm a changed man.
Caitlin Clark showed him the light.
That's right. Not just her, but yeah. Well, I guess it was her, sir.
but this just proves that she's very good for the game. People who wouldn't normally watch are seeing all this attention going on over here and saying, "Hey, let me take a look." But then you're also gonna see some other good players that you're gonna say, "Oh, not so bad." But Caitlin Clark dropping another record out there. Look at that! Baby. The first mention of sports on this episode.
WNBA.
Caitlin Clark, the WNBA. Don't say we're not supported, Stephen A.
That's right.
I think we're all fans now. I mean,
listen, I put the name on yesterday. I was just
Dave
shocked.
A fan? I don't know if Dave's a
sold
fan.
Out. It was sold out game, crowd going crazy, prime time. Not just one. It was like 3 prime time games on. I was like, wow, this is like insane now. All thanks to my girl.
And you know what's even crazier?
Aaron Judge is soon to be girlfriend.
The NBA still holds their like that because technically the NBA owns the WNBA, so their TV rights. The NBA actually, instead of separating them, has always packaged them together with their NBA rights TV deals. And so they did that again this year, and there's already people like completely shredding them for it because it appears that with their new fan, their growth in fans, they're actually losing out on a ton of TV rights money because of the deal that they basically sold the WNBA rights for like $150 million for like 6 years or something like that. It's pretty crazy.
We're already getting trolled already.
Oh God!
It didn't take long.
By troll.
I was the one who bought WNBA into USC, the Trojans. Oh no, Unsportsmanlike Conduct. Okay. No, Caitlin Clark did. Sorry, but she did.
Why is the defunct? Is this show still on? Isn't this a defunct show that's messaging?
It's a defunct show for sure. The account lives on.
I offered to jump in there with him, but I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, listen, we got this now, right?
So he's watching.
Anthony's been doing all this talking. He hasn't been introduced yet.
Yes. In case anyone doesn't know, the crazy-haired gentleman with a headband on is me, Anthony. Hello, world.
Yeah, a little bit of a pirate thing going on, Anthony, and I like it.
I will agree with David because he's not mellow. Oh wait, what am I saying? That's the same person. I'm an idiot. I didn't read the whole name. I thought it was what's the other guy's name that did the show with Dave? I'm such a fucking idiot. What was the other guy's name?
And we got 3 hours and 55 minutes to go. Can you get it together?
I'm sorry. Sweet. I usually the hour 2 is where I really catch my groove.
All right, that's cool.
Yes.
He did get me. Dave got me. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, that means that the troll deal is on here for the next
messaging from multiple accounts. I'm fucking
87 minutes.
Can't join the show, but can message from 12 different accounts. Got it.
Well, he'll be on hour 4. He said hour 4 he'll come on.
Hour 4. Okay, cool. He'll be here for. We're finally gonna get to do our D23 hour that Steve cut off.
Hour, yeah, okay, hour D23 hour.
Yeah, we're just doing an hour on D23. We've been over this.
Yeah.
We talked about this in the pre-show. I don't know why.
I'm sure you could keep it to an hour.
Well, if you'd like to give us hours 3 and 4, we'd be more than happy to take them.
When's the local hour, and where's the local hour?
Since none of us are local, we're gonna
It's
just
multiple.
skip the local hour.
Want me to do the local report? Every New York team sucks. Move on. That's it.
Oh,
There's your local New York report.
Tim has been practicing his local New York news breaking right there.
Every team's a piece of shit. Done. That's it. We're out of here.
All right, big episode. We'll talk over unders on all the NFL teams and obviously the discussions around that. And that's the big thing that we'll talk about today. Obviously, we got quarterbacks being named, receivers getting paid, quarterbacks not getting paid, and the such. Owners talking out of their ass again. Jerry Jones, I love it. It's so good. So good. They actually that was a debate today on First Take. Dave's girl Molly wants Dak on the New York Football Giants. Stephen A. said,
"Are we going to jump right into this? We're just going to go straight to Dak to the Giants."
We've got a greatly produced opening video to get to.
I want to see the opening. I won't do anything. My contract says we do the opening first, or I walk.
I walk.
What Timmy wants, Timmy gets.
Timmy gets.
Soto, high fly ball. Number 18 has pitched the drill. The Panthers have won the Stanley Cup. That's it,
All right. That's
Who wouldn't want to hear that opening with that wonderful music? That track.
It's amazing. It's glorious.
Steve, can I mention one thing, please?
Yes.
I just want you to know the New York Mets traded me to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I'm not happy.
The Pirates.
I'm not happy with your organization whatsoever.
Wow.
I'm not happy because they asked me, we have a first baseman, Pete Alonso. Would you be willing to move to third? And I said, no, I'm a first baseman. They said, get traded. They traded me. Sons of bitches.
Timmy, you can't go against Pete. Yeah.
I don't care. I play first. Me. He can move to DH
for the Pirates.
Sons of bitches. All right, we can go. All right, now we can start.
So wait, were they asking you? Were they asking you as a minor leaguer to do that, or
as a minor leaguer? I was in AAA, kicking major ass, and they were like, "Okay, we're thinking about calling you up, but we have a first baseman named Pete Alonso. Would you be willing to move to third?" I said, "No, I'm not moving to third. He can move to DH.
Do it, Timmy.
He can move to DH. DH is in the National League now. That's right. And by standing my ground, I got shipped to the Pirates.
Shipped to the Buccos. You play with that beautiful background.
But I made the majors very quickly with the Pirates, which was a good thing.
Yeah. There it is.
You're going to revive the franchise. I want to call him Buster Screen. Not Buster. Oh my God. Brain fried today. What's his name? Paul. Yeah. Right? Paul?
Oh, you mean Livy Dunn's boyfriend? Livy Dunn's boyfriend?
Correct. Mr. Dunn. Paul Dunn.
That's all he is. Mr. Livy Dunn's boyfriend. He's nobody else.
He's pretty good at pitching, but I do agree with what Tim said.
Livy Dunn's mustache. That's all he is.
He's pretty good at that pitching stuff. Not gonna lie.
And she's pretty good at everything else. So let's just leave it at that.
What a pair. What a pair it is.
Match made in heaven, right?
I mean her gymnast stuff, people. Don't get all perverted on me.
That's right.
Sure. All right.
WNBA and women's gymnastics. We are spreading our wings, guys.
Look at that.
The fact that I know a name of a women's gymnastics is already progress beyond belief.
This is progress for you this year, Timmy.
It is. I'm proud. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's
We're proud.
No,
we're proud.
Perfect looking in every way.
Nothing to do with it. There's nothing to do with their athletic ability, Tim. You're fine.
Okay, all right. Since you put it that way, everything's back to where it should be.
We can move on now.
Okay, so are we going to go back to this Dak Giants thing real quick? Do you want to?
Yeah. We
can jump.
Dave says Molly has never said anything more logical in her life. Stephen A. said absolutely not. And then there was a little bit back and forth. Absolutely not. Same reason I said he can't play in New York. Can't play in Dallas. He should go to the Colts, or he should go to Minnesota. Go with the Kirk Cousins route.
Wait. I'm going to settle this once and for all. I kept my mouth shut. I stood in the background. I just post little memes now and then to try to move this conversation along. I'll settle it right now. Dak Prescott could not win with the best offensive line in football for 4 or 5 years and a ridiculous amount of weapons. What's he going to do here? Nothing. He's Black Tony Romo. Move on.
Paying him $60 million.
That's right. Move on. I don't care.
I'm not gonna lie, because I don't think you guys are gonna bottom out this year, which means you're gonna be back in that 6 to 8 range. Win wise is what I'm saying. 6 to 8 win range.
Hint.
You're not gonna be. Yeah, sorry, not to spoil.
You ruined the whole show, man.
I know you're not going to be drafting.
Stream.
Yeah, we're done. Sorry, guys. You're not drafting high enough to get a Carson Beck or a Shedeur Sanders, or for the love of God, please don't draft Quinn Ewers. What's the plan? I mean, you got to have a plan at quarterback. I am saying all of this as if this season plays out and you guys do only win 6 to 8 games, and I assume if you guys only win 6 to 8 games, then as we've talked about numerous times, that's probably it for Danny Dimes. So what's the plan then?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm just that's all I'm saying. I don't think it's the worst idea.
Really, but in the last 4 years, he's won 1 playoff game. Same as Daniel Jones. Okay.
But look at the rest of the stats and record and thing like that. They're not comparable.
It doesn't matter. But how much further is he going to take this Giants team?
Okay, so then I'll ask a better question. You guys win 7 games this year. Name your starting quarterback next year that's a better option than Dak.
I have no idea.
Justin Herbert, because he's not going to get along.
Available.
He's not getting along with his coach this year. They're going to have a big major rift. They're going to split. They're going to say, "Get rid of this guy," and the Giants are going to say, "We'll take him," and that's it. Franchise reborn.
There was a report a couple weeks back.
I can't argue with that.
Supposedly, a unnamed team offered the Chargers 4 first-round picks for Herbert, and the Chargers would not even respond to the offer. Just hung up the phone.
Well, they haven't.
That was the report.
You have to wait till the season starts and they don't get along with each other. Then you know.
If there's any question that you're not keeping Justin Herbert long term, you take the 4 first-round picks. Because if he has a mediocre year, you're not getting that much next year. And if he has a great year, you're not trading. So the
Giants were probably that team. The Giants were probably that team.
I think it was either the Giants or the Vikings, because the Vikings had 2 firsts this year, and supposedly it was 2 more after this. So I do think it was either you guys or the Vikings. I couldn't think of another team that I thought it would be. So those 2 teams made the most sense to me. But either way, I don't think he's getting traded. I guess it could have been the Patriots, maybe. Could have been the Pats, technically. I'm sure Herbert probably put the kibosh on that one, though. No one wants to play there.
No.
I don't know. I just think in terms of actual realistic options to be your quarterback next year, assuming that
I'd rather have a more likable, mediocre playoff quarterback.
But who? That's fine. You could say that, but if you don't have
give
a
me
name
Brock
to it,
Purdy.
it means nothing.
Give me Brock Purdy.
Who's not available, under contract next year with the Niners.
Oh! It's strictly because a few weeks ago you asked me if I would pay Brock Purdy. So,
well, are you going to pay him? Because if you do get him, you got to pay him.
Who's available? Because
one moment,
we're not in a position to do this right now, Ant, because we're not going over 90 minutes.
Listen. I have the name.
Dak Prescott.
I have the name.
Like, would you take Dak Prescott on the Dolphins?
I told you guys last year.
4 years.
I would trade Tua for him, and I would take that. I would think about it, but I would probably still do it.
No, that makes sense. Dolphins.
Okay,
but again,
but Steve, think about
4
that.
years.
I'm coming from the standpoint of having a starting quarterback that I know is going to be here longer than this year. You're coming from the standpoint of you have no idea who your starting quarterback is.
No, I know, but I'm still telling you, why the fuck would we take Dak fucking Prescott and his 1 win with so much more than what the Giants have? at $60 million a year. Why would they do that?
Because he would be the best quarterback you guys have had since Eli.
And then what? And then what does he have?
No, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't know. Here, oh my God, I will happily run down this list of options. I'll happily run down this list of options.
No,
Dak Prescott,
give me a
Darnold,
gap
Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Jacoby Brissett, Taylor Heineke, Marcus Mariota, Andy Dalton, Drew Lock, Jared Stidham. Jared Stidham's available now, by the way. Potentially Justin Fields, Joe Flacco. I'm not reading the rest of these names. It doesn't get better.
I got the quarterback. It's going to come cheap. You're not even thinking about him because he's not a starter this year. Tyson Bagent from the Chicago Bears, backup. I like him. I like what he's made of. I like his grit. I like the fact that his dad's psychotic. I will take him for the quarterback of the Giants next year.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't want to, and I don't want to spend too much more time on that. And I don't like agreeing with
16
Dave
minutes
things,
in,
but I do agree with Dave on this one. I think it would be a good move.
But why? You're not. But
because you guys don't have a quarterback.
Okay. So we get Dak at $60 million. We have to shed other talent,
you're instantly a 10-win team every year, instantly. Just by adding him.
Let's win 10 games and lose in the playoffs.
What would you rather
every year? Who cares?
Win 6 to 7 games and not have a chance of getting a quarterback,
or take a chance on a guy that you know has talent. I could give 2 fucks.
I get what you're saying, but if there's no alternative, I'm not sure.
He's won 2 playoff games in his life.
As much as I don't like Dak, I'm not fully convinced that's all his fault. I'm not.
It
fully
doesn't matter.
I'm not.
Oh, but if it was the opposite way, Dak this and Dak that, quarterback wins and losses. What I don't understand. Where's the measuring stick here?
I'm defending him, and I'm the guy who has Tua on his team who also hasn't won shit.
But where's the measuring stick? If I go back and say, okay, he's won 2 playoff games in 8 years.
The measuring stick is the reality of a quarterback who is top 10 by all of our rankings.
No.
Versus nothing, literally nothing. Those are your options.
Okay, get a Gardner Minshew type guy,
and get him a guy like that though. You're just staying in that 7-win range. You're never bad enough to get a pick, but you're never good enough to do anything, and that's the worst place any team can be.
Look, the Giants will just have to do something they don't do very often: trade up for the draft. Trade up.
I thought they should have done it this year.
Go after it. They couldn't go this year. They got turned down.
I wonder, like I said, I think I don't know that the GM actually pushed his cards all in on the table on that one, but that's my opinion. Obviously, I don't have any facts.
Don't get poisoned by the whole goddamn Hard Knocks bullshit.
No. Bullshit. I'm not even talking about Hard Knocks. I'm saying that there was a lot of reports earlier on that the Patriots were heavily shopping that pick, and that no one was seriously giving them like serious offers. And that was months before even Hard Knocks was. I mean, you're talking like back in like March, shit before that, probably February, like right after the Super Bowl. I think there was reports about the Patriots shopping the pick.
We'll be in the top 3. What, Dave? Dave, you're a Cowboy fan. I don't know what you're talking about.
Facts.
I will say
you were defending Zeke for how many years? You were defending Zeke. By the way, I was right about Zeke, wasn't I? Garbage then, garbage now. And now you want Dak Prescott?
He's back.
I can't have that guy.
Yeah, so I'm if you guys are picking top 3 next year, then all of this is a moot point. I mean, literally, because then you're going to get a Shadur or a Carson Beck or whoever in that scenario, and I either one of them I think would be more than happy to have. So that's a moot point. I'm just saying. And granted, we shouldn't spend this much time because it's hypothetical. I'm saying if you're in that 6 to 8 range again, 6 to 8 range again.
As I said, maybe they'll be ready finally to move up in the draft this year. That's all. Now you have no choice. Now you have to go do it.
The
Dave has Chat GPT listening to the show saying, "Semi-troll."
Zeke, how many years later? What did you say about Zeke?
I was right about Zeke when he was playing at his peak. that he fucking sucked balls. I've been saying go to every show ever that we've discussed. Zeke fucking that cocksucker, and I was right. He was nothing then. He was nothing when he went to the Patriots, and he's nothing now.
He also lost me a bet last year.
He was overrated. He always has been overrated. He is garbage. He has been since his fucking. He had one good year. One good year. Maybe I'll give him 2 at tops, and then he fucking sucked after that.
All right, I'll say this, and then we need to move on. Zeke's prime years in Dallas. We're playing behind arguably one of the best offensive lines ever assembled. I mean, he's literally playing behind 3 Hall of Famers. Like, not even exaggerating. 3 Hall of Fame offensive linemen. Not even at the same position. A tackle, a guard, and a center. So, yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
He was garbage. He was always garbage. He's an overrated, fat Ewok-looking freak.
All they had to do, turn around, hand the ball off, go left. There's Tyron Smith. There's Zach Martin. And the center whose name escapes me, who retired because of the neck injury. I can't remember his fucking name. But he was amazing too. They were all monsters.
Line that they spent years building.
That's my thing with Whack also. Best offensive line 4 or 5 years. Weapons beyond weapons to throw to.
Yeah, I'm not like I said. I don't like defending Dak. All I'm saying is I'm not 100% sold. Their playoff misfortunes.
Wait, are we getting Bill Belichick too? That's a whole other story.
That one I would probably leave on the show.
Why?
Joey Bosa broke his hand. Joey Bosa broke his hand. Oh. He'll be wearing
Bosas are overrated.
He'll be wearing the glove.
The Bosas.
He'll be wearing
both
the
of
glove.
them. Oh yeah, I've said this.
I didn't wait.
Both.
Wait, I didn't realize it was both of them.
Both are overrated. By all accounts, and I know several people that know them very well. They're very nice people, so I'm not trying to attack them.
They used to work out here in Weston.
Sergio.
Oh yeah, they went to St. Thomas.
Sergio, suck a fucking nut. This is the wrong show
What's
for that.
What's happening right now?
Okay,
it could be
back on track.
It's a sports show.
No, but like I give a shit about DJ. Like I don't care. Find something new. We have the greatest man alive playing for our team. You have nothing. Shut up.
Hey, we have an MVP candidate too, Dave.
You do. Absolutely, you're right.
Hey,
take it back. I'll take it back.
That would be pretty cool. Both MVPs.
But Judge is on a Roman Reigns type course.
Oh yeah, he's insane.
It's like insane. It's insanity right now.
All right, well, we are going to talk some baseball postseason stuff. We do have Jazz playing for our team. All right. Okay, let's get into some over-unders. Got to tie in the gambling stuff here, degenerates. On win totals for this upcoming season here in the NFL. Dave, I'm assuming that you're going to chime in the comment section. Ant might have some few choice words for you on that, like get your ass on the show. But that's all good. Wait. Let's
doing nothing.
I looked at your subtitle here, and I completely almost glossed over the Aiyuk signing today. Was it Dave who said in the chat that he would have let him just sit for that amount?
Yes, correct.
Okay, Aiyuk caved.
Great deal for the Niners.
Boom, 4 years, 120.
Great year.
After CeeDee Lamb a little bit earlier in the week, 4 for 136.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, it's a phenomenal deal for the Niners. There's not really anything else to say about it. He's going to essentially be the 6th highest paid receiver in football, and that's not how extensions work in football. He caved. He took less money, and there's even multiple reports from, I think it was from Adam Schefter and someone else, that this is the same offer that essentially the Niners have been offering him for a while now, and that he finally just decided, hey, I'm going to sign and show up and play now. So I think
the definition of caving, the exact same offer on the table the entire way. Okay,
I'm ready now. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a lot of money. That's great for him. But the other thing that doesn't get mentioned in that, so the receivers that make as much or more than him are Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra St. Brown, AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, and Justin Jefferson. And I'm not going to get into the portion of is he better than those guys or is he not? Because unfortunately, compared to the rest of those guys, he's the only one that plays with 3 other all-pro players that catch the ball. So I'm not even going to get into that part of it. I think he's a phenomenal player, talent-wise. But this is just not how receiver deals work. You can't tell me that off the season he just had that he shouldn't have been able to get right in there in that Amon-Ra St. Brown 30, just a hair over 30 is Amon-Ra. AJ Brown's at 32, CeeDee's at 34, Justin Jefferson's at 35. The way these extensions work, your next man up, you're going to be one of the highest paid. To already be sixth on that list,
and then you start.
Yeah, you trickle down, and then you ask for an extension. You go back up, and you trickle back down. And you keep rinse and repeat. Yeah. So for him to come in 6th, essentially, he's tied for 5th technically with Tyreek Hill. But I'm just shocked that this number wasn't 32 to 34. There was early reports in the offseason that the Niners didn't want to go above 26. And so I was kind of wondering what Aiyuk was asking for. I thought maybe when the number was reported that maybe the Niners had caved. But then I started reading some stuff and realized that the Niners apparently had been offering him 30 for a very long period of time. And he just decided, hey, I'll take 30 now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So
it's great. Like I said, great deal for the Niners. I don't know what they're going to do with Trent Williams, but
problem for another day. Say the 49ers. All right. Any thoughts on the Timmy CeeDee Lamb finally signing?
Well, like you
the
said,
big
now,
hug,
now,
the big hug.
yeah, the
Jerry
big hug.
Jones.
Now you have to sign Micah Parsons, which, like you said, that spells the end for Dak Prescott. So unless they go absolutely rogue and they sign Dak and they say, "Oh, we're going to let one of the best defensive players in the league walk away," which is not going to happen because even Dallas is not stupid enough to let that happen. And that's how it riot.
We talked about this a few weeks ago, and we said, who do we think they re-signed? We said the number one person, and we all agreed that we thought they would re-sign was CeeDee. We were right. He was the first one to get extended. And I believe most of us, I won't say all of us, I believe most of us agreed that the one player who probably wouldn't be back is Micah, because there's been multiple reports. They don't like him, and he doesn't like them. This is a Pennsylvania kid that grew up in PA, and I don't think he likes Dallas. I could be wrong. Been wrong before, been wrong again. I don't think he wants to be there.
Because fuck Dallas.
And I don't think they're going to pay him $35-36 million a year and then let Dak walk. Because that just, I mean, they're so stupid. They should have fixed this. Had you just extended these guys a year ago, none of this is even a question right now. It's so stupid. Just extend players early. If you're wrong, that's fine. The numbers are less. You can get out of the deals. Extend players early. Gives me cold.
Parsons?
I'm not sure. I could see that. I could see Chris Ballard throwing an obscene amount of money at him or trading.
And it's a lot. It's a hell of a lot closer to
I see Steelers.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I see. If he walks. No NFC.
Speaking of the Steelers,
he'll be in the AFC, and that's it.
What a segue.
I'm good.
Russell Wilson, Timmy's favorite quarterback ever.
Woo! Best.
Not surprisingly named the starting quarterback for the Steelers.
Poor Justin Fields. I feel bad for him.
He'll be starting before long.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know that it'll make a difference, but he will be starting before long.
Like what? 4 or 5 games in. Let's see.
Well, apparently it takes Russell Wilson 9-10 games to get warmed up when he starts playing good, like last year. So maybe they do a reversal this year. See what happens.
And it used to be the opposite. Fantasy football, you wanted him out in October.
You want? That's right. September, October. He was always the leading MVP candidate as November rolled around.
Yep.
And never got any votes.
And it would never get an MVP vote by the time.
He was the Toronto Blue Jays of the NFL. Every year they get better. April, May, June, they're phenomenal. Done after that.
Yep. Season's over. They like that NBA schedule. The finals are over, so are we.
All right. Any other signings or quarterback new the Broncos quarterback?
Bo Nix named starter.
Bo Nix named starter.
Was named starter.
Bo Nix is probably the pleasant surprise of fucking training camp. He has played very well. How that translates to week 1, I don't know, but he has played very well.
I think a lot of it is, and I give Sean Payton a lot of credit, of the quarterbacks in this draft, the one that probably fit their system the best, or at least a Sean Payton style system, is definitely Bo Nix. That West Coast 3 steps, get the ball out, the ball's going here. Like, that's to a T what Bo Nix was at Oregon, and I think it's a great fit. What that means for them success wise, I'm not as sure of, because as far as the actual skill set, I'm not sold on him. But yeah, I think it's a fine fit for them to start the year, and probably brings a semi value to a lot of their pass catchers. Oh, there you go, Jamar Chase. It's not renegotiating. He's asking for an extension. It's 2 different things. You can't renegotiate a rookie contract. It's an extension. He's
I think he's talking about in general, though. A lot of players are doing that shit now. So instead of waiting for a year, they got 2 years left. They want a new contract. I understand what he's trying to say.
Okay. I thought he was directing it at Jamar Chase, though.
Oh, he might be, but I think in general, players thought that seems to be the trend now. I'm not waiting for a year. I got 2 years left. I want a new deal. I don't like that either. I think that's pushing it a little bit. That owner wants to keep you on that minor deal, that rookie deal, whatever, for as long as possible. Going in with 2 years left, it's just going to cause bad blood.
Yeah, I think if you're on a rookie deal, so you can officially negotiate an extension and sign an extension after your 3rd season, going into your 4th season. If you're a rookie, if you're a 1st round pick, excuse me. I think it's the same for any other round also, but you can negotiate that deal after your 3rd year. I have no problem with them negotiating an extension after their 3rd year. I'm not crazy about players signing an extension, signing a 4-year extension, and then after year 2 being like, hey, wait a second, I need more money.
Yeah.
I'm not as crazy about that. But at the same time, I feel like these guys should, get their money while they can. But yeah, I'm not as crazy about if they're not on a rookie. On a rookie deal, I think it's more understanding. And honestly, in Jamar Chase's case, and I'll just use him as my example, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't just, like, you're going to pay him. What's the point of waiting? Just give him the contract. You don't have to start the deal right away. You can keep that.
Right,
I don't even think you can technically rip up the 4th year of the rookie deal anyway. So the extension can't start till the 5th year regardless.
Right.
And then you have all this time that he's under contract that you can play with the cap numbers. There's no real downside to this other than you have to give him the cash a little bit earlier, because a lot of that signing bonus money would be owed to him immediately. But as far as like cap wise and what it can do for your team planning out, I think it's smart to do it ahead of time, especially for a player like that you're going to extend. There's no doubt about it that he's going to get an extension in Cincinnati. I would be shocked if that didn't happen. That's Joe Burrow's 1A right there. Like, that's his guy. So I would be shocked if he didn't get an extension there. So I think the waiting part on that one is stupid. However, it's totally separate. And I think Trent Williams is actually this exact thing. I think Trent Williams has 2 years left on his deal, and he's holding out right now. That one I'm not as crazy about.
Yeah, so it just like everything else kind of depends on the situation. Like you said, if you know, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. If we're talking,
Jimmy's very upset about this whole situation. It's all choked up. Okay, so
allergies are kicking in.
Yeah. He was, he said in general, but leaning towards talking about Trent Williams.
Trent Williams actually has 3 years left on his deal, by the way, not 2, 3.
Oh shit!
This year and 2 more.
What?
That's pretty.
Hey, I know I got 7 years on my deal, but can we extend that 13?
8's actually my lucky number. Can we change that to 3 to 8, please? Thanks.
He signed a 6-year, $138 million deal. He was guaranteed. I guess that's why. I guess it's guaranteed. No, he still has guaranteed money. He was guaranteed $55 million at signing in total, which seems a little low. But that's a $23 million average for an offensive tackle. That seems like a lot of money. And this deal was signed in 2021. So the deal is 3 years old. But he's due to make, what's the cash breakdown on this? Hold on. Oh, yeah. He's going to make, what is that, 40? He's due to make $75 million over the next 3 years.
Poor guy.
Yeah, how horrible.
No way. I would never break if I was the owner. I'd be like, no.
and he's made $61 million over the first 3 years. He's actually going to make more money over the next 3 than he did over the previous 3, and he still wants it. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting.
That's a big
I
no.
don't even know
Sorry.
what to say to that one. Yeah, that one I don't agree with at all.
His agent should be fired immediately.
Also, him asking for a new deal, he's 36 years old.
Yeah,
And he's an offensive tackle. There's no way I would want to do that.
So yeah, dude, you have a contract. You're 39 years old at tackle, and you're gonna try to renegotiate? Stupid. What do you want? 5 years? 6? What are you actually looking for?
I wonder if he just wants more money.
Probably. It's got to be it.
I would CTE.
But $75 million over 3 years. Like, let me hold on. I'm sorry to keep going back and looking at this. Let me look at the contract average on tackles. It technically bunches offensive line altogether. Yeah, so there's only 3 tackles that currently have deals in place that are paying them more over the next 3 years than what he's due to make. Those 3 players are Christian Darrisaw, who just signed his extension, Penei Sewell, who just signed his extension, Tristan Wirfs, who just signed his extension. Just signed. So, yeah, technically on terms of his entire contract, he's listed as 6th overall. But if you just did it from this point forward, he's making $25 million a year. Which is
and the other guys are how old?
Tristan Wirfs is 26. Penei Sewell is 20. I think they're all 26.
10 years. All 10 years younger.
Literally 10 years younger.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Actually, Christian Darrisaw is 25.
A decade or more.
Penei Sewell's 23. Oh my god.
Oh, what?
He's 23. He's been in the league 4 years already. Oh,
Yep.
Lord. Tristan Wirfs is 25. So none of them are 26. They're all 11 or 12 years younger. Wow. Yeah.
13.
There's no chance I would want to redo that contract.
I would.
Why?
Not a chance.
That's.
Listen, I understand how he is, what he plays, how good he is, but I would just say, dude, you're not getting it. If you want to walk away, you go do what you got to do. I am not fucking renegotiating anything at your age.
I mean, already paying 25 million at age 39.
Yeah.
At that position.
I guess you could argue that some of that money is not guaranteed, and I guess that's his argument. A lot of the guaranteed money in his deal is gone already. I won't say all of it. A lot of it, though. So maybe that's
at 36. It should be.
I do agree. He signed a 6-year deal. You're in year 4. That's usually when most of the guaranteed money is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not understanding that one at all. Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense to me. Even if they cut him, they still owe him. If they cut him today, they owe him $26 million. So he gets paid for this season if they cut him.
UCF.
I don't know, man.
Cares about UCF.
I like I said, I guess he's just wanting to add guaranteed dollars.
Don't talk bad about UCF to Dave.
Why? Why UCF?
University of Central Florida, the Golden Knights.
My niece went there, but who cares? You got
an hour from where I live.
You got the Gators and the Seminoles. You're going for the UCF?
Excuse me.
Oh.
And the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it's hotel team. Yeah. Hey, they were the best team in Florida years back.
They were. There was a 2-year stretch.
What year?
Blake Bortles. That's why. Blake Bortles. Amazing college football player. Not so much NFL player.
Hey, but listen, Ant. His first couple of years in Jacksonville, he was a nice plug-in quarterback. Get you some points in fantasy.
Oh yeah, if they had a head coach that had a nutsack on him, they would have probably went to the Super Bowl that year. That they were beating the Patriots by like 20 at halftime.
Yes. Oh, no doubt. Ant's pissed about that because the Patriots had a chance.
Yeah, they fucking another year.
That was what?
Someone
that was
lays down for the Patriots in the playoffs.
2017, 2018-ish.
Somewhere in
roundabouts.
They were amazing too. That Jaguars defense. Oh my god,
that defense
was so good.
That's how you win with Blake Bortles. That's how you
He
do
wasn't.
well.
He wasn't bad that year.
No,
He really wasn't.
I remember him throwing. It was 3 touchdowns, boom, and I would have him as a backup, and sometimes
It was
start thinking about him starting him.
2017, right?
Okay.
Am I looking at that right? Hold on. Yes, 2017 was the year. That was his 4th
Okay.
year. He was very good. They
Yep.
Yeah, that's the game. They were beating the Patriots. What was it? I think they were winning 20-3 at halftime, and they lost the game 20-24.
Sounds about right.
Like I said, if they had a coach that had a nutsack on them, they would have played in the Super Bowl that year, and I think they would have won. Who was in the Super Bowl that year?
2017.
The Eagles.
Eagles.
Wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that defense, yo, Blake Bortles. Nick Foles is not throwing for no 400 yards against that Jaguars defense. I'm sorry to say. I know I
Imagine
have
that
some
we would
Eagles
say
friends,
Blake Bortles.
Eagles fan friends that
Champion.
wouldn't like to hear me say that, but yeah. Oh, they would have won a Super Bowl, 100%. I think I actually picked them in like a bracket that year. I had them going all the way. The defense was so good.
He would have been added to a list of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks that we talk about. That they won with.
They gave up 16 points per game as a defense. They were second in the league that year.
Damn.
Second fewest points. They were amazing. God, I
To
gotta
who?
remember.
You have that?
I know Jalen
Who's first?
Ramsey. I can look it up. I'm on the page, so just give me a moment. I just wanted to look at. Get off of there. What did I just do? Oh, I don't want that. No. I fucked it up.
What?
See, the best thing about working at ESPN, you get cool shit like this.
Dun-dun-dun.
But you want the bad thing about this helmet? This is a real helmet, by the way.
Yeah.
You want the bad thing about it? This was used on television for the 2013 championship. Remember, Northern got their asses whooped by Alabama.
Uh-huh.
The other side is Alabama.
I believe it was. I believe it was Minnesota.
That's right. Just show the other ones.
No, what I do,
What?
like, I tell people this is the Titans. When I remember the Titans, same colors. and then I just showed this side from Notre Dame.
Yeah, it was
That's
Minnesota. Minnesota gave up like a half point less or 1 point less per game. They were at 15.
Yeah. That Jacksonville defense, no joke. All right.
Jalen Ramsey, Miles Jack, when he was good.
Miles Jack.
They had a really good
Hey,
defense.
Bortles, that takes me back to plugging him in. All right, fellas, we are less than a week away now from the start of the NFL season. Ravens and Chiefs.
Go ahead, I hear you. Go ahead.
Dave says hour 1 is in the Bucks. No, we're not. We did start. We had a little pregame show. We all arrived a little late. You know, it's what we do here.
Yeah,
But
9:15 start time means 9:30.
that's what happened. We're gonna do some over-unders here. We're gonna get this tracked. We're gonna hold people accountable. Dave.
I think technically we have to do our
tendencies.
Thursday and Friday picks this week too, wouldn't we? We don't know when we're going next week, so I guess not. I don't know.
No, we'll figure that out. So we'll get some of this, and then we'll look at some of the MVP award type deals, playoffs, and all that stuff. I just finished listening. I don't think I listened to the whole NFC one, but the Bill Simmons AFC one, AFC side of things, and him and I guess him and cousin Sal, they were like insanely good on the ones that they agreed on last year, but really shitty on the ones that they disagreed on. They disagreed on like the first 6 or 7 of them. Bill Simmons, spoiler alert, Ant, if you're going to listen, but Bill Simmons has Buffalo missing the playoffs. Cousin Sal has Buffalo going to the Super Bowl. Complete
The
opposite
hell?
end of the spectrum on that.
The hell?
It was a lot of addition by subtraction with Stephon Diggs gone.
Josh Allen must be throwing to himself this year.
Shakir.
Everyone loves Keon Coleman.
Yeah, also. All right, let's get to these over-under on win totals. Is there going to be an article with our season? I'm not writing it, Dave. Dave,
There
while
might
you're
be
editing.
a link with the information. I don't know if there'll be a write-up with it.
Yeah. Steve's days of I'm like Bill Simmons, but without the fame and fortune. I stopped writing.
without the quarter $2 billion Spotify deal.
Yeah. Don't worry about that stuff.
We got more from Facebook.
Yes. All right. I'm just on FanDuel. We're just gonna run down the list in alphabetical order. This is what we're doing. That's in the division. Exactly. All right. We start off with the Cardinals. I'll just pop off with the over under, and we'll go a little round robin here. The Cardinals are at 7.5. A lot of these are. I'm gonna tell you right now. A lot of these are really super tough.
That dude, we're starting off on a horrible foot. I was like, I was thinking it was going to be like 6.5 or maybe even 6.
We could put the wheel up here.
I'm going under.
I'm gonna have to agree under on 7.5.
We're all going under.
I think it's gonna be 7, but I think it's gonna be under.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. The difference between 7 and 10 and 8 and 9.
As soon as you said Cardinals, I'm like, they're gonna win 7 or 8 games this year, and then you said 7.5. I'm like, God damn it, right there, right fucking in the middle.
So over right now is plus 124.
So everyone's betting the under.
Yes. Don't read into this. Like they're like, oh, heavy bets here. No, that doesn't mean anything. It just means that there's a trend that developed for some mostly unbeknownst reason. That's the way gambling goes, That's why we're all that's why we're degenerates. All right, next up, the Falcons. Falcons win total 9.5.
Fuck me.
Under.
Timmy says under.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. I think that roster has more holes than people realize. They probably win the division, but I think it is under.
What did I say it was? 9.5. Yeah.
9.5.
Under.
That's a little high, too high for me.
I will go with the under as well. Again, but like, it's going to be 8-9. Dave also says under.
Well, see that one. I thought 8-9. So you said 9.5. That's a little easier for me to swallow the under on that one. The
Right.
7.5 on the Cardinals is fucking horrible. That's dead in the middle of what I was thinking.
Terrible. All right, Baltimore. Lamar, maybe the Dak of the AFC.
It's gonna be fucking 11.5. Is it 11.5?
No, you're close. 10.5 on this one.
Okay, I'll take the over.
Yeah, I'll go over too.
Over. Yep.
I was gonna say if it's 11.5, I'm gonna fucking hate this. It's gonna be a long night.
Like, why are we doing this, man? Doesn't make any sense. All the stress, anxiety. All right. Here we go. Buffalo. And you want to take another shot at this? What do you think it's going to be?
They're gonna be 10.5.
You are correct, sir. 10.5.
Yeah, they're gonna be 10.5. I would like to do this on all of them, though. I would like to guess what the number is.
I know.
It.
Yes, I like it too.
Under.
Yeah, I'm going under, man. Those defensive losses are gonna fucking hurt, and Milano's already hurt too. I'm going under.
Are you going? But okay, Ant, Dolphin fan. Are you going way under, or is it or not? Way, I don't want to say way. I'm not talking like a 5-win thing. But is it?
Josh is too good for them to be way under. It'd probably be in the 9 to 10 range. Is what I think they still. Well, it depends on the rest of the AFC. I don't think that they control their destiny. How about that? I think they probably have to get some help late.
That's very fair. We're agreeing on everything so far,
which is very odd. Very odd.
All right, we get our first really shitty team with a low over on it's Carolina.
4.5.
3.5.
Yeah, really low. All right, a little bit more generous. It's 5.5.
Under.
Under.
Exactly. I was gonna say that.
Under. That's great. That's perfect.
Easy peasy.
I'm thinking a best case scenario for them is 5 wins. His under that he posted there, that was for Buffalo, and he's under for Carolina. So he's keeping
dual under. All right, and by all means, if anybody wants to stop and take a look at a schedule, we can do that as well. It's well within our 90-minute range here. The Bears.
90 minutes that you dedicated just for this, right? Not for the rest of the show, just this part.
The Bears. What do you got here for the Bears?
9.5.
I'm interested to see how much Vegas likes them. I'm thinking 8.5.
8.5 is the correct answer.
8.5. That sounds right. Yeah, that's right in that range of like, what numbers do I think they'll be? I think 8 to 9 wins is perfect for them. You know what though? I really like that defense. Defense was really, really good last year after they added a pass rusher, and I think the defense is going to be even better. And now the offense might be good. I will take the over on the Bears.
I'm going over too.
I think they're a playoff. I think we could see 3 NFC North playoff teams this year. Matter of fact, I am predicting 3 NFC North playoff teams this year. And I think the Vikings who don't make it are fucking close. Sorry, spoiler alert. I don't think the Vikings are the one I don't think get in. But the other 3, man, that division.
Oh
dude,
my God.
It feels like 2 years ago we were laughing at this division. Now it's a fucking gauntlet. Oh my goodness.
Well, and that was in the midst of the whole Rodgers leaving. Chicago always sucks. Never had a 4,000-yard passer.
The Lions always suck. They're never
Lions
any good. The Vikings are
forever.
always in the middle.
Yeah. The GOAT left.
It's a shame he hasn't shown up anywhere else since he left.
GOAT left. Dave says under on Chicago. I am also going to go slightly under with an 8-win season for them.
Yeah, I just love that defense. The division sucks, but I love that defense. And I think that's why I'm comfortable going over with them. I think that good defense really raises the floor for them. It allows Caleb to not have to be perfect for them to be good.
Right. All right, next up, the return of one Joseph Burrow.
They're going to be 9.5. This is going to be their number.
Those were happy tears for Timmy. Joe Burrow.
My eyes can't stop watering.
We talked about Joe Burrow, so that's understandable.
I believe in Joe Burrow. I like 10.5.
What? And what'd you say? 9.5?
I said 9.5. Yeah.
Timmy's got it. 10.5.
9.5. Fuck me. I should have known. 10.5. Fuck, dude. I hate that.
I'll tell you that Simmons went under on this because he's concerned about Burrow's wrist.
Everyone keeps talking about that, but none of the people talking about it are out of Cincinnati. That's what I don't understand. Nobody from Cincinnati is worried about this, but everyone outside of Cincinnati thinks it's the biggest deal ever.
I feel like I'm more worried about the hair.
I'm not worried about the hair. If anything, he's going to play better. He'll be more aerodynamic without the hair.
That's right.
You're right.
Fucking Slim Shady.
But he's not going to look as cool. Like when he does that toss to the left sideline and he does the spin and turns around, doesn't even look.
He shows up on Sunday with the drip and the Slim Shady haircut. Trust me, he's still got it. He's still Joey Cool. It's all good.
He has got to listen. If there is for Halloween week, he's got to walk through as Eminem, right, from 8 Mile.
Hell yeah.
And he stays healthy. I can't. I feel like I'm going out on a limb on this. I'm gonna go over though. If he's healthy, I don't see how they don't win 11, 12 games. If he's healthy.
I'm going over too.
Bengals under, says Dave. This is going to be our first disagreement here. Well, no.
No.
Second
Well, no.
disagreement. Chicago. Yeah. So Dave has the under on Cincy's 10.5. All right, next up, Cleveland.
What did you have, boss?
I went over. Sorry.
Just want to make sure.
My bad. All right, Cleveland.
7.5.
I think it's 8.5.
It's 8.5.
Yeah.
You guys are right in the zone. I like it.
Under.
Who's their backup now? I know Flacco's gone. Who's the backup? No, seriously.
That tells you important. No, but that tells you everything that you need to know.
Yeah. It's Jameis. It's Jameis. It's Winston.
Okay.
Jameis Winston.
It's Jameis with the inspirational preseason loss.
God, I fucking love their defense too, though. Their defense is so good.
They were historical through the first whatever X amount of games last year.
You
What did I
said
say
8.5,
Cleveland was?
right? 8.5.
There I go. Okay, yeah, 8.5.
God, I don't believe in Deshaun Watson though.
Mm-mm.
I love their coach too, though. Fuck, man.
I see.
I'm going under.
I see them at
I'll
8.
start it off. I'm going under.
I see them at 8. So
7 or
8
8.
and a half. I gotta say under. So
All right, I'm gonna pull up their schedule. I gotta see this. I want to see what division they're playing and whatnot.
Yeah, I've got them right here. We could run down this list here.
I'm pulling up the grid schedules. That way, I have it up in the secondary.
You have it
window
all
just in
nice.
case.
Okay.
Dallas, Jacksonville. So they play the NFC East. They play the NFC East and the AFC West, right? No. Yes. NFC East, AFC West. Oh, I don't like that. I'll take the under.
Yeah, week 1 is against Cowboys. Then they got Jacksonville, Giants, Vegas, Commanders. So you might start off 3.
Yeah, but then
2,
look at that.
or
But then
1.
look after that. It's a fucking
Yeah,
gauntlet the rest
Eagles,
of the way after that.
Bengals. Oh, Eagles,
The rest,
Bengals,
no, just the whole
Baltimore,
rest of the season is just.
Yeah.
I mean, their easiest game the rest of the way is at Denver, and it's at Mile High.
Pittsburgh.
That's not even easy.
Yeah.
Oh fuck that! Yeah,
Pittsburgh
give me the
twice.
under. That schedule is brutal. Oh my god.
Oh, look how they close. What?
Oh yeah, their schedule
Chiefs,
sucks.
Bengals, Dolphins, Ravens. Wow.
Yeah, and before that, Chiefs is at Pittsburgh. Fuck that. No, get
Yeah.
that out of here. Give me the under, please. Oh my
Dave,
god.
after the schedule read off, do you still want to go with the over? I want to confirm with you on that.
That schedule
Just because
sucks.
it's Baker's
Oh my
former team
God.
doesn't mean that you need to go with the over. You confirm that, and we'll continue forward here. The Dallas Cowboys
He's screamed over.
screamed over. All right. I don't think I like your attitude, but
9.5.
I think
Maybe
they're at 10.5 because fucking
Maybe 10.
Vegas loves making money off them.
Dallas. Let me get back to it. It is 9.5.
Wow. Vegas doesn't love them. Interesting.
It is interesting.
That's a. But and Dak, I mean, they've won what, like 12 games a year.
I'll take the over on that. I actually think them bringing in what's his name, Mike Zimmer to coach the defense over Dan Quinn. I think that's actually an upgrade, and I think Mike Zimmer will do a better job of getting more out of less with them defensively.
Dave, we already knew you were
I'll
going
take the
over.
Yeah, that's his team.
Before
Man.
I'm gonna go over too, just because it's regular season. We're not picking playoff stuff right now. So regular season, yeah, they're gonna win 11, 12 games. Timmy?
Yeah, whatever. Over. Over my nutsack.
Over these nuts. Denver, the Denver Broncos.
6.5.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
A little bit less respect. 5.5. 5.5.
Wow.
Dave, that's your AFC team.
They lose.
That's why this year he's probably gonna pick Cowboys Jets for the Super Bowl. Book it now.
Yeah, but they don't have their offensive line's not bad though. Sean Payton, you said 5.5 is their over under?
5.5.
There's no way Sean Payton's winning only, like, as much as people can talk shit about him all they want. They won fucking 8 games last year, and that roster sucked. Yeah, give me the over. I'll take the over on that.
You want to take a quick look at the schedule real quick? 5.5.
I will glance at it. I have it pulled up in
Here. I'll run it down. You count off. I'll run down the list. You count off wins. Right? At Colts.
Wait, you're
Home
not
against-
looking at you're not looking at Denver.
Yeah, I am.
They open at Seattle.
I'm in preseason. Why would it
Gotcha.
start off in
Okay.
preseason? This stupid numbnut.
This is why the
Website.
grid.
All right.
The grid rules.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. All right, at Seattle.
Loss.
Home against Pittsburgh.
Loss.
At Tampa. At the Jets.
At Tampa. Okay. I'm gonna give them a win at Tampa. They probably lose in New York. They'll beat Vegas.
Home against Vegas. Home against the Chargers.
It's only 2 wins still. There's no way Peyton's losing to
Saints.
the Saints. That's 3.
Oh no, you're right. Panthers
4.
at home, at the Ravens, at the Chiefs, against the Falcons.
That could be a win. That's a possible
Could
5.
be. At Vegas,
Possible 6.
Cleveland,
Possible 7.
Colts. At home.
Yeah, I can get them to potentially
Yeah,
7-8 wins. I'm still taking the over.
If I continue on, you're taking them to the AFC Championship game.
No.
No, I'm messing with you.
7.
And they finish off the year a couple of games against the Bengals and Chiefs. So you got the over here?
I'm taking 5.5 is really low for
5.5.
I just don't think Sean Payton loses that many games.
That was a great exercise. I wasn't sure where I was going with that. I'm gonna go with the over. And Dave chimes in with the under. Timmy, if you can still hear us, I don't over.
I think he said over. Yeah,
Over. Okay. Let us go. All right. Next up, Timmy's team. Not the main team, but the side team. The Detroit Lions.
I think it's 11.5.
I'm putting
unless
12
it
and a
went.
half.
I think I cheated on this one.
16.5
the other day. I'm pretty sure it's 11.5.
Whatever it is, Dave's going the under.
Yes, he
This
is.
is another troll situation. The line currently is 10.5.
Easy over.
Oh, easy over.
No, easy over. I think they might be the best team in the NFC, and I've said this. Tim said it longer than I have, but I'm on the boat. I'm on the bandwagon as well.
I'm just waiting for Dave to say
under. There it
by
is.
half. All right. Well, 10. So 10 and 7. Dave, don't chime in with your by 0.5. So later on you can say I was only off by 0.5. Don't do that.
No quarterback over the last 2 years has better stats in dome games than Jared Goff. They play here. Look, we'll count them down. We'll count them their dome games right now. Home, those are Rams. At Arizona, that's a dome. So that's 3 for 3. Home for Seattle, that's 4. At Dallas, that's 5. At Minnesota, that's 6. Home for Tennessee, that's 7. At Green Bay, first outdoor game. At Houston, that basically counts as a dome. That's 8. Home for Jacksonville, that's 9. Indy is 10. Home for Chicago, 11. Home for Green Bay, 12. Home for Buffalo, 13. At Chicago, at San Francisco, home for Minnesota. They play 14 dome games. He's
throwing for 6,000 yards. 6,000 yards.
The over.
6,000 of them things.
You're
All right,
number 1 seed in the NFC, the Detroit Lions. Book it.
Spoiler alert. All right, we stay in the division. We go to Green Bay to the Pack.
God, I love this team too. They're going to be 10.5 because Vegas hates us. I love their team too. That division's so good.
Timmy, what do you think?
I was going to say 10.5 also.
All right, off by a point, by 1, 9.5 for Green Bay.
Again.
The over.
Over again.
Yeah, I already wrote over. Timmy, you got the over?
Over.
Dave.
It
Dave
would not
go over here.
It would not shock me if between the Lions and Packers there is 25 combined regular season wins this season. And I'm not even exaggerating.
Pack us over. All right, we got an agreement.
Ooh, I'm interested to hear what this number is because I actually
Next
think
one?
it's something like 9.5, but it should probably be like 10.5 or 11.5. But I think it's 9.5. It's the
And
Texans.
speaking of the Houston Texans,
10.5.
home of the number 2 quarterback in the league. 10.5 says Timmy. And said what? Did you say 9.5? 10. 10.5.
I think Vegas is. Oh, fuck! I hate Vegas. Yeah, I'm gonna say 9.5. I think it is 10.5 though.
It is 9.5.
It is 9.5. Oh, give me the over.
Over.
I'm getting too many
Over.
overs in here now. Now I'm feeling bad. Oh no, I got some unders coming up. We're good.
There's a lot of shitty teams coming. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. Texans over. Oh yeah.
Texans over.
I think
All right.
they fucking boat race that division this year. I mean, bad.
Yes. I mean, you're already talking about what's being talked about as a top 5 head coach in the league.
Think about this.
Already.
Think about this. Just from this standpoint.
What?
If you take Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes as a head coach quarterback tandem out of the equation, who is the next head coach quarterback tandem you would want?
I'm with
my
you.
God,
You know,
my God, they're fucking high on that list. If they're not second,
listen,
they're definitely
we got
third.
them at 2, man. Me and you.
I love CJ. He is everything I thought an Ohio State quarterback could never be.
That was always the concern, right? There's always, it was Ohio State,
No,
you know.
I watched him play, and I'm like, he's really
Fuck
good,
Ohio
but he went
State.
to Ohio State, so he's gonna suck. Like, he's just not gonna be good. And then he's actually good. This is crazy.
Here's Dave's pick.
Pierce Gardner.
Pearson Gardner Mitch.
Yeah, that's about what I thought.
All right. Next, we did Houston. Next up, Indy. We all went over for Houston. Indy. This is a tough one.
7.5.
This is gonna be a tough one.
I was gonna say 8.5.
8.5. 8.5 is correct.
And we will
Feel like
glance
this is
at the
bullshit.
schedule.
I feel like it's
Man,
bullshit.
look at their fucking opening. Their first 4 weeks are brutal. Oh my God.
I'm going under. I need to hear the schedule.
Tennessee. Gets a little easier, but
Houston,
then Miami at
Packers,
Houston, at Minnesota,
Bears.
Buffalo, Jets, Detroit. Yo, and then they got that rough stretch there. They end
Wait, but that-
not so bad though.
They could legitimately go 0-5.
Yeah,
Definite path there.
yeah,
So,
yeah. There's
well,
definitely.
for the audience, they're playing home against Houston, at the Packers, home against Chicago, home against the Steelers, at Jacksonville. Then it softens up a little bit at Tennessee, but then right back to the Dolphins, Houston. What? Houston,
Yeah,
Minnesota, Buffalo, the Jets, Detroit.
It was 8.5, right? It's 8.5.
Yeah. Have I gotten to 4 yet?
Under.
Patriots, Broncos. Okay.
The tail end isn't bad,
No,
but even
you get
then,
the Giants,
there's
Titans.
only a couple of games on there where I think ahead of time you could be like, yeah, they're gonna win that game. Actually,
And then-
you could make a very strong case. The only game on their schedule that you could confidently say they should win is the New England game.
Right.
I mean, I'm
Because-
just being honest.
Yeah.
It's not great.
So, and then you got a quarterback who played 4 games, missed the entirety of the rest of it. We don't know. I mean, I a lot of people are high on him, but we don't know. No idea.
Well, there's
now
also
I just look at this
possibility
damn
he
schedule.
plays 4
What?
more games this year.
Right. Yes, if he continues to play the way he did those first.
Fucking Crash Bandicoot over there.
Yeah.
Just trying to bowl into everybody every play.
All right, so
Yeah,
me and you got the
I'll take
under,
under.
Timmy.
Under, yeah.
Colts under for
Oh,
Dave
that was
as
a
well. That's a
fucking beautiful pass.
clean sweep.
It got broken up, but not because the defender did anything. He just happened to be there.
And just in case you're wondering, the under is minus 128 for the Colts. Jacksonville.
Ooh,
Jacksonville.
Ooh. I wonder how much Vegas likes. What was Houston's number? Houston's
Gabe
number was
Davis
9.5.
Houston was 9.5.
7.5.
I bet you they have Jacksonville at the same fucking 9.5.
We're gonna split the difference here. Call it 8.5.
8.5. Okay. Okay. So Vegas does have Houston winning the division. Interesting.
I'm going to go under
Yeah.
by only by a half.
I'm
Their
right there with
schedule
you, Timmy.
fucking sucks too. My God.
It's the Colts schedule.
It's so bad. Their first 4 weeks are fucking terrible. at Miami, home for Cleveland, at Buffalo, at Houston. Fuck that. Jesus. Oh my lord.
I'm under.
It's 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under. I think this is Doug Peterson's last year there.
You also got a quarterback who had like 7 different injuries last year.
Well, that's because he is a coaching, an offensive coordinator that doesn't know what he's doing. Press Taylor should not be calling plays. If Doug Peterson calls the plays, I think they could be really good, but he's not, and they have offensive
going
line
to.
issues. Have been all their beat writers are talking about they're having offensive line issues still. I can't name more than maybe 2 starters, 3 starters on their whole defense. Yeah, no, I'll take the under.
Yeah,
I
Dave
said
going
it.
the
I said it
over.
earlier. I think Houston fucking boat races that division. I think they win that division by like 4 or 5 games,
I think so too.
and that's a lot.
All right, KC.
If anyone's gonna get a 12.5 number, it would be this team, but I think it's 11.5.
Timmy. I think I went out of range.
He might have.
I don't want him to miss out on picking the over under for his favorite.
We're moving. We're moving at a pretty good pace. We could wait.
No, for sure. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. Shadur Sanders, if he's going to truly be a good NFL quarterback, when he scrambles, he needs to learn when it's time to just go out of bounds or get down, and when it's time to try and juke someone midfield while there's 12 other defenders trying to hit him.
Just not die.
I don't know
Avoid
what the
death.
hell he was doing there.
Timmy, we're at KC.
They're going to get blown. So I'll say 12.5.
I'm gonna stick with the 11.5.
It is 11.5.
I don't think Vegas will actually put anyone's line at 12.5. That's my whole thought process.
I could put him at 16-0, 17-0. Shocked. It's the power of Taylor Swift time.
Chiefs over, says Dave. I'll
Travis
go over.
under. Oh yeah, over. Sorry, I should have said that first. Over.
Over.
Again, listening to the Bill Simmons stuff, not to read into the conspiracy part, because you know that they love to bring up, they proved that they can. I think cousin Sal said this. They proved that they can do it on the road. Wait, and did Ant say 1 second, or I'll be right back?
I think it's adjusting.
Bring you back in. 1 second. Okay. Bring you back in.
I thought if I did that, you could still hear me, and so I just give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. So and I'm operating that you can still hear me. So cousin Sal was like, okay, they proved, because up until last year they had not had to go on the road for any of their playoff games. So they proved that they can do that. So maybe they take the pedal off the foot off the gas a little bit. But the other part of that is, Timmy, and you let me know if you agree with this or not. Maybe different in football than in basketball when it comes to trying to bring down or load management. I don't want to call it load management, but Travis Kelce is obviously up there. He plays in 1 billion games a year with all the playoff games and the Super Bowls. So in that scenario, you're Andy Reid. Do you pull back a little bit on Travis Kelce's playing time to make sure that he's good for the playoffs?
No. I don't believe in that shit, though.
I think Kelce said he knows he needs to be good for the long run, and Bill Simmons and Cass took that as maybe he'll lighten the load a little bit. But I don't see Kelce being that type of a guy.
Yeah, and the first time he's not in the field and they don't win, because he's not out there on a fucking goal line or something, the world's going to explode. So no, I don't believe that anyway. I don't think that's right. So I would say no. I wouldn't take him out.
And what
I
about
think
you?
I think they started to do it last year. This is the
I mean,
lowest snap count he's played in.
if they're winning, yeah, you can't come out. But I mean, as far as like he's only going to run this many plays no matter what, I think that's bullshit.
I agree with that. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
No snap
gonna,
counts. Let the game flow, detail it.
They very much used him more as a specialist is probably not the right word to use because he still had 90 something catches.
Hell of a specialist.
Yeah, but his snap percentage was down last year compared to.
You know who didn't have 90 catches? Kadarius Toney. You know who's not going to have any catches this year for the Chiefs? Kadarius Toney.
You would be correct.
Somebody's going to pick him up, right?
He's cleared waivers. No one picked him up.
Okay.
I was shocked by that.
He's gonna go do his rap gig now.
Good. Hope he gets shot like the rest of the rappers.
So he only had one game last year in which he played over 90% of the offensive snaps, and he had 5 games where he played under 70% of the offensive snaps. It seems that they were very much keeping him on a pitch count last year. And not a huge pitch count. Obviously, he's still pretty much averaged. I think in total he's at like 70-something%. So that's probably pretty close to standard. But the playoffs roll around and it's 85 plus every game. So it definitely seems like a bit of a difference there when you look at it like that. And when you talking about snap counts and how much he's on the field. So I do think that.
Look at Dave.
Yeah,
I'm not even looking.
The guy who cleaned the toilets got 2 rings also. Cares? It means nothing.
Hey, in case I haven't said it 4 times already today, Travis Hunter is going to be a top 5 pick in the draft next year. He's really good.
You might have mentioned it.
It's really good. Just want everyone to know that.
Don't do that, Dave.
Yeah. 77%. He played 77% of the offensive snaps last year in the regular season. That was his lowest number since his first full season in the league in 2014. Where he played 66. Every other year has been between 80 and 95%. And if you look at his last 5 years, 2019, 93, or actually we can go back 2018. 2018, 95. 2019, 93. 2020, 86. 2021, 82. 2022, 80. This last year, 77. So I do think that they are going to pitch count him. I don't think it'll be drastic. He'll probably be in that 72 range. So not a huge, I don't think it's going to be enough.
How old is he?
34. Same age as me. 35. Excuse me. I'm 35. Forgot how old I was.
Run him the fuck out there. Who cares? How long is he going to play?
No. He just signed an extension, so it sounds like he wants to play 3 more years.
All right, so run him out there. Who cares?
It'd be interesting to see how many more games at his position that he's played in his career versus anybody else during that time frame, because you're talking X amount of games every single postseason. I'm not a proponent of obviously, if you've ever heard me talk on here, I'm not a proponent of this, but if there was ever a situation to do it in, this would be it. But if they keep it along the lines of what they did last year, I mean, it's tough to argue with the success that they had last year, including being third in the league in drop passes overall as a receiving unit, fumbles, XYZ.
If he doesn't miss the first game of the season, he's probably still right around 100 catches for 1,000 yards for like the bajillionth consecutive season. Yeah, Shedeur Sanders is tearing it up, and I don't know Travis Hunter's exact stat line, but he's been really good as well.
That's college football PlayStation shit.
Yeah, there's still like 7 minutes left too, so there's still some time left in the game as well. They're up 11 though, so it might be over. I don't think NDSU has scored this half. They have not.
What score?
So 31-20, Colorado. Okay. They're playing North Dakota State. They're playing an FCS school though, so it's.
Hunter's got 132 and 3 tutties. Tutties.
He also has multiple pass breakups defensively, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Well, this leads us right into a team that won't have many receivers with those type of games, and that is the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oof. Oof.
Raiders. What do you guys think here? What's the over under? Dave, what do you think with your top
6.5.
QB tandem?
I was gonna say 6.5 also.
6.5.
You guys, look at you guys, my professionals out here. 6.5 is the over under for
We're gonna have to start doing guess the lines, our own guess the lines.
Chargers
Special
are after
Sunday
this one,
show.
according to guess the lines. I
Las
am going in
Vegas
order,
goes.
Dave,
Vegas goes
It's-
first.
Alphabetical order, Dave.
because it's LAS. Los Angeles is LOS. Let's stick with it, Dave. Come on.
Are we
all
really
right.
going over grammar right now?
I'm going on.
And actually, the Rams go before the Chargers. No, they don't.
No.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Never mind.
It's late.
I was
It's
gonna
been a
say,
long
no,
week,
they
guys.
don't.
We're
on
trying
my
to figure
schedule,
shit out
on my
here.
schedule, on my schedule grid, the Rams do go before the Chargers. I'm not sure why. Though.
Why? Okay.
I have no idea.
All right. What do you got for Vegas here?
It
6.5.
was 6.5, Dave.
Under.
Yeah, as much as I like Antonio Pierce and like a lot of players on that team, I am gonna go under.
Chargers, Ravens. You got the Panthers.
It's not great. It's not great. I looked at it. It's not great.
Panthers, Broncos to yeesh. Chargers, Bengals. I'm sorry, Chiefs, Bengals, Dolphins, Broncos, Chiefs. Stop it. Yeah, it's
There's not a real stretch in there where you're like, oh, it lightens up a bit. I mean, I guess there is a couple stretches that are lighter than others, but there's some stretches in there that are really fucking bad.
Dave says under.
Yeah.
Oh, still thinking Oakland. Everybody says you guys all say under?
Yep.
Yeah, under.
Agreed. I'm with you on it. All right. The Chargers of Los Angeles.
7.5. It's my
8.5.
guess.
I was say 8.5.
Timmy's got this one.
Good call.
8.5.
That's the Jim Harbaugh effect right there. Do you know that he has a 70%
Kirby.
win percentage as an NFL coach? As an NFL coach, not college. NFL coach, 70% win percentage.
Immediate under from Dave.
It's 8.5.
Yep. I say under also.
I would go over, but not by a lot.
No, Timmy,
Their
you want the
schedule-
under. You want fights. You want infighting. You want.
That's when I go to see.
You know what?
That's what I
You know
dream
what?
of.
We could go at the deep end here. Harbaugh goes crazy because all the shit going on. Giants just take Herbert for a 2.
Yeah, you can have him.
I'm pissed at this guy.
I'll give him
The
7
over.
2s for him.
Over
if he
for
wants.
Ant. And over.
What
for
is this,
Timmy, right?
draft day?
Yes.
I'll give him 7 2s for him. How about that?
They still
I'm
need a year. Yeah, Dave. No, I think they're a year away or long way away after they trade Herbert, the Giants. All right, the Rams up next. The Ding Dongs.
Ram-a-lambs are
9.5, and I'm going high.
7.5. And I'm going
In the middle, it's 8.5.
And I'm going
8.5.
low.
It's in the middle.
You
It's
both
8.5.
made your picks. You both thought you were off by 1. You were both right.
And we
It is
were.
8.5.
8.5. As soon as Timmy said 7.5, I'm like, damn, I should have said 8.5. Well, Tim, we need to start convening on what we're going to pick actually on these. 8.5 for the Rams. I am of the belief they are not the second best team in that division anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to their schedule.
The Ding Dongs.
Schedule's not terrible. I'm gonna go under though. I'm gonna go under.
I'm going to go over barely. Barely over.
1, 2.
I'm probably gonna regret that one, but I'm gonna go under.
I'm gonna go under also. Yeah. This was a mainstay. This is a mainstay on the show.
Every time I picked him, I had to play it. So now
Timmy, did you say over or under?
I said slightly over.
Over, sorry. Almost
Very
over. Ant went under.
I could buy that a half.
I said under, but I wrote over. What do I go with?
I don't know. Your brain's telling you one thing.
What happened there?
The fingers are telling you something different. I don't know. That's up to you.
No.
I'm not picking for you.
Under.
I'm sticking with my under, yeah.
Going 8 and 9. Rams over, says Dave. All right. Here we go. One of our teams. Me. The Miami Dolphins.
I say
I want to say 10.5, but I'm gonna say 9.5.
I'm gonna go 8.5. I'm gonna downplay them a little bit. I'm gonna say 8.5 just because of the division they're in.
It is 9.5.
Yeah. 9.5. Shit.
What division are you guys playing?
The AFC East. Oh, the schedule. Sorry. We play the NFC West.
I take that as an insult.
And we play the NFC West and the AFC South. Yes, NFC West, AFC South. It's not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. The South one is obviously not scary, but it means you get Houston. The NFC West one is scary because I actually think that division is better.
It was 9, you said?
9.5.
I'm going under, but like literally by a half a game.
What do you think, Ant, of I know what was made of Tua before last year and the falling and stuff, and he dropped some weight this year. Think that's to his advantage, or?
He looks a lot faster. He looks like he did at Alabama again, where he could actually move around a little bit, which is interesting.
Exactly where I was going with that. So I wanted to see, you think he's ready to let loose a little bit with the running game a little bit? You guys have speed demons back there already, but
I don't think
at least more of a threat.
I don't think there's any real plans. Like even if he moves around a little bit more, I don't think he's going for more than like 150 rushing yards or anything crazy. But I think just the ability to evade sacks a little bit better than he has done in the past would be a huge improvement. And I hate doing this because I root for the team. I think they win the division, and I think they win the division by winning like 11 or 12 games. I think that offense is just not going to be. I think that offense is going to be unbelievably. Every year, McDaniels has added new wrinkles to the offense, and every year the offense has improved. And I have no reason to believe that's not going to continue to happen. I mean, even like we talked about them drafting Jalen Wright in the 4th round, and like, oh great, another running back that's fast. But like, if there's anyone that's going to scheme up this team and knows how to use these guys, it's going to be Mike McDaniels. So I'm going over. I think they're going to be a really good regular season team this year. Playoffs, don't ask me, but regular season, I think they're going to be really good.
They got a real shot to go 7-0 start the year.
Yeah.
Real shot. Jacksonville at home, Jacksonville, Buffalo down here when it's 1,000,000,000 degrees.
It's every year. It's the back half.
It is the back end. Tennessee against New England, at the Colts and the Cardinals, and then you got at Buffalo, early November, at the Rams, Vegas,
and
Patriots.
New England. That's a nice little twofer. But then the Green Bay on part of the schedule is a fucking gauntlet.
That's
at Green
Thanksgiving,
Bay, home for the Jets.
Thanksgiving night. Yeah, that game.
At Green Bay for Thanksgiving, then you're home for the Jets, then you're at Houston, then you're home for the Niners, and then you end the season with at Cleveland and at the Jets.
Yep.
So I'm sticking with my over though.
I'm gonna go 10. I'm going over. Timmy?
I said slightly over.
Yeah. Okay. Over and over. All right, next up, the Minnesota Vikings. Where's the confidence at?
7.5.
I was gonna say 6.5.
It is 7.5.
7.5. I mean, they still have
If
their
J-
weapons.
if
They
J-
still have their
if
weapons.
I just don't trust Sam Darnold. That's my biggest thing. Their defense is improved, though. I will say that.
Watch him throw for 35 touchdowns.
I mean, considering I don't think he's ever thrown for more than like 14 or something like that. That'd be a huge.
Jefferson will have 20 of them. They'll be like 8-yard slants. Jefferson takes off.
So not that we cover a ton of fantasy stuff, but an interesting fantasy thing here. Historically speaking, if you are a top 3, top 5 fantasy receiver, you have 9 or more touchdowns. Sam Darnold historically does not throw a lot of touchdowns. Do you think Justin Jefferson can still get to 9 or more touchdowns with Sam Darnold being his primary throw passer?
Yes.
I think so.
I could go either way on that one. So I was genuinely asking. I'm not trying
He's
to.
gonna have 3 week 1 against the Giants. Facts. He'll be a third of the way there. But then Vikings, Texans, Packers, Jets.
Colorado, if they don't, I'm sorry, not to change the subject. If Colorado tries to come out here and run the ball 3 straight times, they're going to lose this game. They're going to have to throw it at least once.
What score?
Anyways, it's 31-26 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left.
All right, Brian. Dave says under for the Vikings.
And it was 7.5.
Yeah.
What
One.
channel?
Schedule's not great though.
What channel is
Schedule's
Colorado
not
on?
great at all. ESPN.
Yes,
They go 1-4 to start the year. That's not even a question. Because they got the Giants, then 49ers, Texans, Packers, Jets, Lions, at the Rams.
This is the same team that beat the Niners last year with only one half of Kirk Cousins though, right? Isn't that the game Cousins got injured in?
Yeah.
And they still beat him?
Well, I know who was out for the 49ers that week. Was that 3-game stretch? Remember that really shitty?
I
It
think
was probably Debo. If I had to put my money on it.
Yeah, I believe Debo was out. Well, he was the one that missed games last year.
Debo.
Yeah, I believe Debo was the one that was out.
Well, the back end of their schedule is much easier. They got the Colts at Jacksonville, at Tennessee, the Bears, Cardinals, Falcons, Bears, and then at Seattle and back to Green Bay.
That last
And then
4 is
Detroit.
actually not great.
No,
Chicago at
it's
Seattle.
it's like
Green
the
Bay
little
at Detroit.
middle section. I'm gonna go slightly under.
I'm gonna also go under.
Under.
Timmy nods with approval there.
Under.
Okay, clean sweep. All right, the New England Patriots.
6.5.
I'm gonna say 5.5.
And you're both being generous.
Wow,
The
really?
line on the Patriots is 4.5.
Roster is really bad.
It is very bad. It's a bad.
I'm going to go under. I like them around 4, so I got to go under.
Yeah, 4-13
Their
the
schedule
Patriots.
fucking sucks.
It's not like Bill Belichick will will them 2 wins,
Yeah.
They're going to go under.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Timmy on this one. I think that them and Carolina are gonna be battling for the first pick.
I'm so okay. So for the first time, maybe I've known this, but maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not as much of a degenerate as I thought I was. But you can bet on exact division finish, all 4 teams, and I didn't know that until today, and I'm like, this is gonna get me in trouble. This is gonna get me in trouble. Now I'm gonna go look at all the divisions, see exactly what the placement is, and do that.
Here's the thing,
Bill Simmons,
and Mello, cover your ears for this part. If Aaron Rodgers, at 40 years old, coming off an Achilles injury, gets hurt again, the the Jets will finish last in that division.
You're right about that.
Just throwing that out there.
When was the last time Rodgers was good? Time he
3
threw a
years ago.
meaningful pass.
2+ years ago.
There you go, Dave.
Dave, yeah, I'm glad you heard me. You're good to listen now. You can take the earmuffs off.
All right. So we clean sweep on the last. Wow! Look what? Look at us. We're on since KC, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, Dolphins, Vikings, Patriots. We agreed on 6 of the 7. Not a bad little stretch there. Not a bad little stretch. All right. Next up, the Saints. Nola, Nolans.
6.5. I hope it's 7.5, but I think it's 6.5.
I actually agree with 6.5.
It is 7.5.
Oh, okay. Under. I'm not even going to look at the schedule. Under.
Yeah, right.
Under, because I couldn't name one guy on that team except for Olave.
Alvin Kamara.
He's still there?
Yes.
He still plays?
It's 87.
Didn't even know he was there. I thought he was gone.
Under.
I like the
Yeah, I will take the under on that one though. I think Dennis Allen, first coach fired, I think is a fun bet. Not that it's fun to bet on people losing their job, but that's where I would put my money if I were
Dave's boy car. Dave's car.
Oh yeah,
Dave's boy car.
There needs to be a prop bet for if Taysom Hill starts a game at quarterback this year. It won't happen because they have.
He's going to start a game at corner this year. I heard. Defense, baby.
You hear them bad mouthing Kendre Miller, talking about how because he was hurt when they drafted him, and then he had some injuries last year, and then I guess had like core muscle surgery, and he's still recovering or something like that. And the coach is just shitting on him, in the preseason. I don't know. I think that's a bad look to publicly shit on your player like that.
Of course, coming off an injury with and the core muscle, that's a big thing. It's everything.
Yeah.
All right, the New York Football Giants.
Colorado did not run the ball 3 straight times, but they're doing something that might be worse, just running fucking bubble screens that are gaining like half a yard. Sorry, it's fucking football sometimes. The Giants.
Sometimes.
I'm gonna say that their over under is 6.5.
I don't think they're getting any credit. 5.5.
It is 6.5.
6.5. Right in that sweet spot of where you don't know what to pick.
Dave is such a.
I'm going over because they're going fucking 17-0.
They play the NFC South.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all. But if it happens, you can cut my clip out and say, "Look, Tim predicted
it."
Done.
They do play the NFC South.
Now.
They play the NFC South and the AFC North.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The NFC South one's not bad. The AFC North one sucks.
That's rough. A little rough.
I'm going over by not much.
Got two against the Redskins. Daniel Jones never lost to the Redskins, to the Commanders. To the what? Now they want Washington football team back. Damn it!
Flag on the play. I say over, but not by much.
The fuck is this kid doing?
Ant, what you got for the Giants?
Oh wow! That's how Colorado wins the game. Crazy. Sorry.
What happened?
That was actually a smart play. It was 3rd and 8. And Shedeur ran around for 20 seconds. Not really. It was like 10 seconds. But then he just threw a bomb down the field, and he underthrew his receiver. His receiver was open, but he underthrew him. And because he underthrew him, when the receiver goes to come back to the ball, as what happens every time, the defender runs into him, and it's pass interference. It's automatic first down, and the game is over. Well, technically, it's not over yet, but it is over.
Oh, yeah. It's over.
They had a linebacker covering receiver, so shame on them. Where are we? Giants 6.5, right? That's where we are.
Giants 6.5. Yep.
3. or
I feel like I'm just like something's taking over my fingers, and I'm typing not what I want to type.
I hate
I'm
that
going
so
under.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Expect disappointed. Don't get disappointed.
I'm gonna say under. I'm
And
not
Timmy
crazy
was
about their
slightly
schedule.
over. Okay. All right. The other team in the general area, the Jets.
The Jets are so
10,
hard, man. They're so
10,
hard to
10,
pick.
10.5 is their over under.
I would say 9.5. Still worried about an Achilles.
9.5 is what the Jets are.
It's so funny because there's not one team that really has so much riding on that fucking quarter. I mean, every quarterback, of course, goes down, you're in trouble. But that team is like, if he goes down again, they are so fucked.
Predictably, Dave says over.
I'm actually going to go over. I'm actually going to go over. I mean,
Timmy's
again,
gonna go over.
on paper, that fucking team should be ridiculous, but it's the Jets. So they always find a way.
Well, we know he can't beat the 49ers. That's who they open out in San Francisco.
Has Rodgers ever beaten the 49ers?
I don't think so. 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 7-2, 8-2, 9-2. What are we at? Jets? 9.5. 9-3, 9-4. Over. I'm at the over in week 15.
You gave them a lot of wins early. I don't know that I agree with all of those. With you on all of those.
I gave him Tennessee, New England, Denver,
Minnesota, Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
Minnesota, Buffalo at home. I go split the interdivision.
Has Josh Allen lost to the Jets? What's his record against them?
Last year, opening day, they lost when fucking Rodgers went down.
No, the Monday night game.
Oh, that's right, they did. You're right. I forgot about that.
To what's his name?
Under.
Under. All right, under for Ant. The Eagles.
Under.
Fuck the Eagles.
Fuck the Eagles.
9.5 is my guess.
10.5.
Timmy said under. 10.5 says Timmy. 9.5. It's 10.5.
Fuck. God damn it.
I'm going under too. Fuck Philly.
I'm gonna have to go over. Not
See,
because
here's
I
what I
want to, because I don't know. If they're gonna beat up on them, it's gonna be their own division guys. I could easily be 6 wins right there.
Here's what I struggle with them. I thought they had the most talented roster in football last year. I still stand by that comment. And they really fell off hard. And by all accounts, it's because of issues with the coaching staff.
And their secondary.
Yes, they've addressed the secondary one. Has their coaching staff improved? Maybe. We'll say maybe. It technically should have. You have 2 experienced coordinators now, whereas last year you had first-time play callers on both sides of the ball. But everyone seems down on them, and I don't know that I buy it. It's 10.5. God, it's fucking high.
10.5. Eagles over, says Dave.
I'll take the over as well. God, I hate agreeing with Dave.
Over. And me and Timmy said, fuck them Eagles. We're going under. All right. Going
No,
west.
actually, no. I'm going over. Actually, I know I said fuck them. I said under my balls, but you're not really going under my balls. No, actually, I think they're gonna go over. I did.
All right, I got you on over. All right, heading west, same state, Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson.
Oh, they're right
Just
in that
ride.
fucking 7.5 range.
It's going to be 8.5 because they're going to want to give Mike Tomlin the benefit of the doubt on that fucking 9-8 bullshit.
It is 8.5.
Fucking A. God damn it.
Last year,
basically,
10-7.
Do you believe Mike Tomlin stays above 500?
I do.
That's your whole bet. Then it's over.
Over.
It's like the streak until it ends.
They
And
statistically
stunned,
speaking had
in
the
stunned disbelief will be the crowd.
statistically speaking they had the worst quarterback play in the league last year, and theoretically speaking that should not be possible again with
No way.
Wilson and Fields.
Not worse than Pickett. If
So
that-
I will agree and go over.
Mike Williams is cleared to play.
I
For
don't
the
know what
Jets.
that means.
A Jets for another weapon.
The Jets.
Colorado has the or not Colorado, excuse me. North Dakota State has the ball down 5, 23 seconds left.
I am hopefully getting my PS5 and my college football this weekend, and I will be taking Southeast
Notre
Compton South Tech to the fucking championship game.
Polytechnic University.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. College football is amazing.
Southern Christian
That game is
Alpha
fucking awesome.
Academy, fucking South Bridgerton, something. We're going to the title game.
Steelers riding to the under, says Dave. Going with under with his boy Russell Wilson. I wrote overs. Okay, so all right,
They're at
heading way
midfield with
west.
9 seconds left.
Not 9 seconds.
They need a touchdown.
Oh, down by 5.
9 seconds left. They're down 5.
All
They're
right,
on the
keep us posted
50.
on that.
They're on the 50.
With the arm for a heave ho.
No timeouts.
Oh, they got away with they got away with the targeting. That should have been an easy extra 15 there, and they didn't call it.
I might be way ahead of you, Ant.
You might be.
I got 5
It's
seconds
2024. Left. Nobody's ever on the same page anymore. With
I got 5 seconds left.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
All right. Sorry. Where are
Heading way west to
we?
Ants.
San
Nemesis. San Francisco 49ers.
11.5 is going to be their over/under. If it's 10.5, I'm going to be really upset.
Wait.
It's fucking 10.5. God damn it.
All right. No, not the end zone. Never mind. He caught it. But oh my God. Watch the play, it.
Hold on. I got to see this. Rolls out. Rolls back out.
Watch this.
He's that bitch down the field. Who caught? Oh.
Fucking guy catches a 50-yard bomb, but only to the 4.
They catch a Hail Mary,
my
but he's
God.
4 yards short of the end zone. Oh, man. But you know what? What's sad about that is that he doesn't catch the Hail Mary if the fucking defender does like you're supposed to do on a Hail Mary and just knocks the ball down.
Knock it
The
down.
defender tried to intercept it, and so the receiver took it from him.
All right. Heading way west to the 49ers. Timmy, Ant Scott, what did you say? 11.5, right?
I said 11.5, yeah.
10.5?
It is 11.5.
Of course it is. Under. Not even going to look at the schedule. Just under.
Dave's definitely going over.
I'm gonna go over too because they are regular season lucky sons of bitches.
They're pretty good in playoffs too. Bill.
They're not good in Super Bowls lately.
McCaffrey's
I'm
already
going
hurt.
over.
Trent Williams isn't in camp. Dre Greenlaw's coming off a massive injury.
It's gonna happen.
Coming off a massive injury. The interior of their defensive line's not that good.
They're relentless. It's gonna.
Their offensive line's terrible. Yeah, I'm still going under.
All right. Heading a little north from there, Seattle.
Under.
Seahawks.
1 win.
1 win.
I see. I'm not sure how Vegas views them, so I want to say 8.5, but I actually think it's going to be 7.5.
I was gonna say 7.5.
7.5.
I'll take the over. I think they're the second best team in that division this year.
Over, but by like half a game. Fuck them. Fluorescent green sons of bitches.
Why does Deion Sanders have a microphone?
Seahawks
Yeah,
over,
anyways.
says Dave. Damn, schedule. I want to see the schedule. Breaking out the schedule for these.
Shit. Terrell Owens in the house. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. That's Dave when Dak Prescott plays. That's my quarterback.
Did you know that Deion Sanders and Bill Goldberg are like best friends?
Oh God.
Seriously, they were teammates together in Atlanta for the Falcons. And that Bill thinks so highly of Deion that Bill's kid turned down scholarship offers to walk on at Colorado, and he is a freshman there this year.
You know what that means? Bret
Absolutely
Hart.
nothing.
Bret Hart fucking hates Colorado.
Hey, hold on. Listen to Seattle's schedule.
I looked at it, but go ahead.
Did you? Well, how far over are you going? You can't go too far over here.
They're 7.5. I think they win 9 games. Yeah.
All right. So Broncos at
Win.
home win. At New England win.
Win.
Dolphins, Lions win against the Giants. That's 3.
I'm not ready.
49ers.
I'm not ready to just give that win to the Niners. I mean, you could say it. I don't think it means anything right now.
No, of course, none of what we're saying means anything right now.
That is also very, very true.
Especially true of you when it comes to the 49ers. So I understand you're not ready yet, but we'll see. So I have 3. At Atlanta,
one team in
not
the
a
last
gimme.
like 30 years has lost the Super Bowl and gone back the following year. Just saying. And I think only like 3 of them have actually lost Super Bowl and made the playoffs the following year.
all right. So at Atlanta is not a gimme.
It's a
Against
win,
Buffalo,
it's a good game.
maybe.
I'm not.
Against Buffalo, against the Rams, a couple interesting games. Again, 49ers. They got Cardinals, then they're at the Jets. Cardinals again. Packers, Vikings, at the Bears, and then at the Rams.
So
Fuck them,
if
I'm
they
going
if
under.
they split with the Rams and the Niners, that's 2-2. They win both Arizona games, that's 4. So then if you just look at the non-division games, they play the AFC East. I do expect them to lose to
5 with the-
Miami. I expect them to
I have them
lose
at
one of
6.
the Jets or Buffalo games. So that I say they split the AFC East. So now we're talking what? That's 6 and 4. And then the other division they play is the what? What division is it? The NFC North. Fuck, it is the NFC North. Goddamn, that is tough.
Yeah.
It's 7. It's 7.5 though, right?
Yep.
Sticking with the over.
All right. The Bucks.
7.5.
I'm gonna say 8.5.
It is 7.5.
I will.
I'm
I will
already
take the
writing over for Dave.
Yeah, I will take the under on that. No, I'm sorry. 7.5. Correct.
Yeah.
7.5.
I am gonna go over slightly.
Yeah, I'm gonna still take the under.
I got 1, 2, 3.
It's hard to find them on that schedule.
Oof. Chiefs, 49ers, back to back. 4, but easy. 5. I got them at 6. 6 to 7. So I'm going under.
The next team we don't have to talk about. We all automatically pick over because
Definitely the over.
the greatest quarterback ever, Will Levis.
Over.
Over. Doesn't even
Doesn't matter.
What's your guess at the win total?
You can say over
That's
because
my guess.
if it's Will Levis, it might be real low.
I think they're going to be 6.5.
7.5.
Timmy, what was yours on the Bucks?
Slightly over.
Okay. And what did you guys say for the Titans?
Over. 7.5.
The 7. And what'd you call it?
I said
Titans?
6.5. I think it's 6.5.
It is 6.5.
Over, baby. Can't stop the Levis.
Play the AFC
Levis
East
thing
and
is
the
coming
NFC
through.
North. God, that sucks.
He's only getting
Under.
better and better. He's only getting better and better.
Against those teams.
It's shocked the world this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go under on that. I don't like
Fine.
it. But
I will be the only one correct at the end of the year. I will dance on your graves.
we will
Let's see
dance
where
with
Dave
you
goes.
if it is over. Trust me.
I will do the Will Levis shuffle on your graves.
Under says
Is it weird that I think Will Levis could have a really good season and they could still be under? Because I think their defense might be horrible.
Might be. Think so.
Trying to be
Think it might
generous.
be. I know. That's very nice of you.
Not until he starts.
Yeah.
Will Levis plays corner, then you're all in trouble.
All right, the
Yeah,
Commanders.
Travis Hunter.
Our final over under the Commanders.
5.5.
1.5. I say 6.5.
6.5 it is.
Ooh, higher than I thought it would be.
I'm going under.
They play the NFC South, which could be a couple wins, and the
The AFC
AFC North, right? Yes.
Yes.
AFC North,
It's caca.
which could be
See,
4 losses.
We'll get into it with the Giants show, but like everyone's picking the Giants to win 4 games, but the Redskins, whatever they'll call themselves now, to be better. How? I don't see them being better. The rookie
Dave will tell you why.
With
Dave's
a
gonna
rookie
tell you why in a
quarterback, and you know, they got rid
Dave
of all
took
the
over
defensive players.
6.5.
Yes, and he's gonna tell you why now.
Under.
It's one name. He's gonna say it.
I don't care.
What's he gonna say? What name?
Daniel Jones. That's what do you mean?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a Commanders player, so I couldn't figure out who.
No,
it was.
no,
What fucking
no,
Commanders player is he gonna bring to
Like-
the chat?
Aunt Dave, Aunt, you know. Meet that guy.
Yeah, I'll take the under.
Yeah, all right. So most of us took the under there. Dave will take the over. All right, that's your over under for this year. Look at that shit. We're almost there. Less than a week away, fellas.
Yep, just a hair over an hour and a half.
That's right.
I got my second
Tim-
one. Did he get it?
Which
Tim, we
sucks
gotta
now
drag it
because
out
now
for
we're
2
2
more
minutes
minutes.
away. And see, no, we're gonna go run around baseball real quick, and now we're not gonna get automatic clips. Now Steve's got to do it
2+
himself.
hours. 2+ hours. 2+ hours.
All right, let's do baseball here real quick. Let's change this background here. Those balls, get them balls right behind us. All right, so here's where we stand with about 30 games to go in baseball. As Anthony said, season ended about 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
But as we go around
it
here,
officially ends next Thursday. No one is watching baseball after next Thursday.
we'll still be watching baseball. Still gonna
No,
be
you won't. Not after next Thursday.
What's the Mets magic number?
Excuse me, there's no magic. With 3 games out, chill out. Let's
That's
not
what I'm
talk about
saying.
that yet. I don't want to talk about magic
All
numbers
right,
yet.
that's what I'm saying. That's how you know. That's how you know when baseball's
That's
over or
out
not.
there. Yes, you're right.
They still have 28 games left.
Yes, 30 games. No, and they still got 3 with the Braves. They got 7. I mean, think about that. The Mets were once like 17 games out of first. Phillies were like 40 games over 500. Now it's a 9. It's still a lot. It's 9 games, but still 7 games head to head between those two teams. What the hell? The Nationals beat the Yankees 2 games in a row. See, it's these little trap shits that got me scared of playing the White Sox these next 3 games. Jesus, and it's double the pressure because the White Sox. Pause for just a moment. The White Sox are now 31 and 104, and right there to break the Mets record. So if the Mets go in there and lose 2 out of fucking 3 games to the White Sox to not only knock their playoff chances, but that record gone. I want it gone.
Tell us how you really feel.
31 and 104. They lost 7 games in a row. They lost 15 games in a row twice. 15 games or more twice this year. Their run differential is negative 283. Their ace, which I can't think of his name right now. Their ace went out there one day to go pitch to stop the bleeding. He pitched four innings. The rain came down. He didn't pitch.
You want to hear something funny?
Of course.
Two things. One's funny and the other's more serious. Here's the funny thing. Their run differential is minus 283. Do you know that you could give them all of the positive run differential from the rest of the division and they would still have a negative run differential?
Oh my God! They've scored 416 runs. Who's the next lowest? 522. The Marlins 508.
What goes to show you?
The Marlins with 92 more runs.
They were one of those teams. They're supposed to be big. That team a couple years ago.
Here's the other interesting thing, though. If things continue at this path, and it does seem like they will, this will be the first season since when? This will be the first full season since when that we do not have a single team win 100 games. There's a couple teams that are still eligible to get there, but they're probably not going to. I mean, the best record wise are the fewest.
No team has 80 wins.
Dodgers with 54. Yeah. The Dodgers can't lose 8 games they can't lose 9 games the rest of the season. And they have 29 to go. So they have to go 21 and 8 or better the rest of the way.
It could happen.
Well,
it definitely could. But it would be interesting because if they don't, that means we would not have a single 100-win team.
That would be pretty insane. Do you have the last time that happened?
I don't. I just noticed it while I was looking at the standings.
Yeah, you're right. The most wins in baseball right now is 79. You know what? The teams that got off, like the Yankees and the Phillies. Remember they were each like 35, 40 games over 500, and they cooled off since then. Those would have been the teams that, from the start you would have thought that would have.
It's not as far back. It's not as far back as you think. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at that wrong. Disregard. Timeout. Hold on, this is gonna take a minute. 23,
all right, so
21, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Did they play a full season in 14, 13, and 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were all full seasons. So 2014 was the last time no team won 100 games.
10 years. Mello chimes in. Mello's got the crack research team there, figuring things out. All right. So anyway, division leaders, you got the Phillies, the Brewers, 6-game lead for the Phillies, but a lot of interdivision games still to go. Brewers
13.5 lead.
Who? Oh, yeah.
The Brewers have a third. Oh no, it's not. It is 9.
No, 9.5.
I have it sorted wrong. Sorry.
Well, the Cubs have come on strong lately. They won 7 out of 10. They're back in the wild card hunt. Dodgers in first by 3.5 over the Diamondbacks. Raul, don't worry about it. The White Sox will break the record. Thank you. I like it. And what's worse is that the White Sox are an established team. At least the Mets had that they were an expansion team, etc. White Sox are worse than Oakland, Sacramento, Las Vegas Athletics. Hey, Oakland. When they played the Mets, I had no idea that they were third in the league in home runs. They were hitting bombs out there. I was like, how embarrassing is this? And then they said third in the league in home runs. I was like, all right, calm it down a little bit.
If without me looking, if you had told me there was a team that is 500 or better but has a negative run differential, my guess would have 100% been the St. Louis Cardinals.
And it's them? Yes, minus 57.
Yeah, they're like negative, like almost 60, 57.
Yep.
They're negative 57. The Reds, who have three more losses and three more losses and three less wins, have 69 more runs scored than them. No, is that 7? That's more than that. 26.
6.
80. Sorry, 83. I can't
83.
count. 83 more runs scored than them. That's hilarious.
The Rockies aren't too far behind on the run differential, 206. White Sox 283. All right, the Yankees are in first place by a game over Baltimore. Kansas City took or tied briefly for the lead in the Central, but Cleveland took that back over. Houston, the Titas, they now have a 4-game lead. That's another thing. The Mets played Seattle. Best pitching staff in baseball. They got swept by Seattle. But around that, Seattle had a miserable record. They had lost like 14 of the last 19, but in the middle there was a 3-game sweep of the Mets. Thank you. All right, wild card. Talk wild card real quick, and then we'll get up on it. I see we're gonna miss this by just a few minutes. The automated thing. It's Dave's fault. Timmy, what are you worried about? Your Yankees going to the playoff run and a World Series appearance.
I don't know nothing about that.
All right, wild card.
I'll say nothing.
Wild card real quick. National League, Diamondbacks have that first spot. Padres have the second spot. Braves have the third spot. Mets 3 behind off the pace there. Cubs 5, and then just the rest. In the American League, it's Baltimore 4.5 up. KC 2 up. Twins, Red Sox have not been playing well. Mets play them next week. 69-65 now, 3.5 out. Seattle 4.5 out. Seattle went from first place to now 4.5 games out of the wild card. First place in the division. Detroit, holy shit! Detroit is a game over 500, 5 games out of the playoffs. Javi Baez is probably batting 140. But they got a playoff shot here. Go ahead.
So would you say the Braves have to be the biggest disappointment this year? I think so.
Well,
Right?
lost Acuna again, but yeah, they're starting pitching. Kaka. It's been Ozuna. Even their third baseman, Austin Riley, where I thought it was going to be an immediate star. I don't know what his stats are now, but he got off to that disgusting, horrible start. I like it. Like it a lot. So again, I just say refresh on this. I don't see American League, but obviously you got somebody who's running away. Maybe that's why. In the National League, Ohtani's minus 6,000 to win the MVP.
MVPs are done already.
Yeah,
they're both done.
It's Judge and Ohtani, is it not?
Yeah,
it annoys me that Ohtani is not playing one half of the sport, and Lindor is excelling in both ends, and he's not going to win it. That's okay. Lindor is second at plus 1,100, and then Ozuna has fallen way off at plus 3,500.
You know what? The Cy Young Awards may be locked up as well.
I was looking at that too. Yeah.
Spencer, not Spencer. Tarek Skubal and Chris Sale, right?
Which is nuts, because where would the Braves be without Chris Sale, and that was like an afterthought deal. But he's tearing it up. Chris Sale's minus 750. Zach Wheeler 40 plus 450. American League Rookie of the Year, Colton Cowser from Baltimore. And then the National League, it's Jackson Merrill. Skeens plus 400. Remember all the Jacksons? Was it all in the National League? It's a bunch of Jacksons, but Jackson Merrill is minus 600 to win that. And then the reliever of the year, nobody cares. It's Rice Iglesias, minus 350. All right. I think that does it for us, right? Of course. 10 minutes over. My automated thing. I'll hunt through for some shit. Don't worry. Find some Dave trolling moments. I'm sure that'll be plentiful. All right. That does it for us this week. Let's go a little round robin here. It's a little round the horn. The first full week of college football. Go Irish, says Timmy, right? Stop it, Dave.
Thank you, Mello.
It's like show's over. Go home. What are you still doing here, right?
Not over.
Bueller,
D23 talk.
Deadpool. There you go. That's Two-Face. That's a Two-Face helmet, Timmy.
It is. I know the other side. Fuck Alabama.
Wait, what?
Do we believe Doom will be seen?
You didn't see my helmet beforehand?
I do believe that, Dave. I do believe that.
Don't answer him, Anthony.
It's D23 hour. I have to. I'm answering our fans' questions.
Our fans. Our trolls questions. That's what you should have said. Fans question. All right, Timmy, what you got?
The Bash in Berlin this Saturday, 12:30. Saturday's a big day for me.
Orton.
We got Bash in Berlin. We got Notre Dame. I got what else was happening that day?
Canes at 3:30. I know it's not big for you, but
yeah, don't they have Florida State already? Gators?
Florida Gators.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Yeah, Dave. I don't know when you're ready to do it, but we're gonna do it just too sweet pre-show for the Bash in Berlin. Like I said, it's in Germany, so it'll be at 12:30 in the afternoon. Another wonderful afternoon pay-per-view. Sunday, Joe Hendry wins the NXT Championship, probably.
Don't
Most
give
likely.
away your picks.
I believe. We all believe.
It's Joe Hendry. It wasn't a surprise pick or anything.
Yeah, it's not a surprise at all. Other than that, go Irish, go Yankees. That's it. I'm good to go. I'm ready. Dave, let me know when you're ready to do Just Too Sweet, by the way.
Ant, what you got on the way out here?
Bold prediction. The first Super Bowl championship in the history of one of these two franchises will be handed out this year. And they are the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. I bid you adieu.
Perfect. All right. We got some, before I get into final thoughts here, we've got some contests up on the site. We got Beetlejuice happening all over the country. We did some Florida giveaways yesterday. I got Boston coming up, but I think we did Atlanta. Speak No Evil. We did Atlanta and North Carolina, both in Raleigh and Charlotte. Can you get a woo there for Charlotte? Woo.
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 Woo. Woo, woo, woo.
The Flair moves now.
Woo.
Woo. Woo.
No popcorn buckets this time, Dave. No popcorn buckets. You got to buy them on your own. All right. We'll be back here at some point next week for our, official preview show. We got a world famous picks coming back starting next week. This is exciting time.
Oh, the draft is Saturday too. That's right. That's the other thing.
We got
the draft is Saturday.
So who?
What time?
Okay, 8.
Okay.
It is. What? Pay attention.
Okay.
Are you auto drafting?
No, I'll never auto draft.
No.
I'll draft from my phone before I auto draft. I won't. If I have to auto draft a league, I just won't join the league.
Thank you. I respect that.
I would never do
Unless
that.
something crazy goes out, the later the better.
Yeah,
Dave,
like if I
David
died.
today, I could push it to 9 if everybody wants to do it, but
The later the better, Dave says. So it might have to be. It should be fine. I'll make it work either way. Like I said, if I have to draft from my phone, I'll draft from my phone.
So that's a big day Saturday. Big day.
Big. That's a lot of
Wrestling,
college football.
college
Wrestling.
football, the draft.
Can we get Orton win the title?
No. I don't want him to.
It's not going to happen.
He's not ready to beat Cody yet. Until Cody turns heel.
If he wins this title, would it count towards his title count?
Damn right.
Or no, it's not.
Damn right.
Yeah, it would.
Would
He'd
it
be
count?
50. He'd be 15 now.
So that's tying Flair, right?
No, Flair is 16.
16.
Flair and Cena are 16.
And Cena.
That was the question I wanted to ask. Does Cena win one on his farewell tour and break Flair's record? Okay,
Yes.
that's what I want to know.
I think
But
it
is
is.
the caveat that it's not the big title, it's the littler title? Is that the caveat?
Look, Cena's going to win 17, and then Charlotte's going to win 21. That's just the way it still seems like it's going.
21.
You know what I mean? Because she wins this every time she shows up, she wins the title.
Is she back?
How many times has she won?
She'll be back in November. She's like 13, 14 time already. She hasn't
really?
been around that long.
Oh my God. Poor Trish.
See? All right. So now hour 3 has officially begun.
All right. No. Listen, everybody, that does it for us. Head over to popculturepros.com. Check and see if your city is being given away for Beetlejuice. It's this Monday. Beetlejuice got a horror flick. What is it called? The Deliverance. It hits Netflix tomorrow. What is it? It's a nice little solid at-home popcorn horror flick. Except that they've taken the dumb white family who makes bad choices in horror flicks and inserted a black family. So that's how that goes. Not a lot of poor choices, I want to say.
That's racist.
It is, but it's accurate. I mean, we don't fare well in horror flicks.
That's
Ever.
true.
We don't investigate too much.
No, we just whatever. You walk in, the house is bleeding the walls. Fuck it. Oh my God, what is this? Say his name, and he appears.
What up,
What
fellas?
could you possibly want?
I'm here for hour 3.
Say he's here for hour 3. I told you.
Yeah,
You are here. You know what you're here for? You are here for a shorter period than Aaron Rodgers was on the field last year. Peace out, everybody.
Oh.
Mel, you want to chime in on anything before we go?
Wow, we're back. I was dancing.
I know. I thought we were done. Fake out.
I felt bad for Mello.
This is the mid-credit scene.
Is there anything really quick that you wanted to touch on? You got the little swivel chair. You got the little brick in the background. I like it.
No, except if we do a show on Thursday next week, I am available.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
I'm actually off on Thursday.
Of course.
Check the calendar. I'm like, oh, I'm off on Thursday, so I can.
Wait, but you said you can't go Thursday, Steve. Is that right?
Next Thursday? No. I'm saying because Thursday night football starts next week. I have two
TVs in my office. I'll be watching while we're going, so it's okay.
All right. Well, so no, but I'm talking about for viewership, not to go during the games. We could do a pregame show. We've done that before. I know that's tough for Ant, but
counting on early shows.
This is breaking the fourth wall. We'll see CM Punk action here. We'll break the fourth wall. We will get together and figure that out. Don't roll your eyes. CM Punk was way over in South Florida.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. Yes.
Don't worry.
Did you not hear the chanting?
On his next show appearance, he'll be hyping him up. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Depends on what chat it is.
When is Just Too Sweet, Dave? When are you good?
So I will have to let you know tomorrow because I'm driving up to go to my.
And you got to be on standby.
Depends on timing. Saturday's going to be an interesting day. I have a lot of stuff going on Saturday, and I'm actually
don't bring me on. I'm just going to chant Orton's name the whole show.
I'm driving down Sunday for my only in-person draft I have left.
Nice.
So be doing that. Oh, meant to tell you, Steve, you live still in South Florida. Do you ever make it over to the public shopping center on Pine Island in 84?
No. I mean, why?
There's a place in there called Christoph's Cafe, breakfast. Go eat it there. It's amazing.
Christoph's
Cafe.
Are you trying to say they have bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm trying to say that he will blow your mind with some of the French toasts he whips out over there. They do them like periodically, specialty French toast. It's unbelievable. And they have them amazing. I used to work for the guy. I've known him for almost 20 years now. He's an awesome guy who owns that place. He actually gave me my first kitchen job, but way back when I was trying to be a cook.
Way back when.
A lifetime ago.
It feels. Yeah. absolutely know exactly where that is.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal breakfast, though. Seriously.
Well, while we're back here, got Transformers 1 coming up here for Miami next. Oh, is it Miami? Oh, it's a bunch of different cities. Look at this. This is breaking news. Just opened the email for the first time. Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and West Palm.
Where's
And
the Orlando one?
first of all, it's not Miami. This actually is Broward. I don't know. They completely mislabeled this one. This is in Dania. Okay, it's clearly Broward County. Oh wait, mislabeled. But anyway, so Regal Dania Point, Regal Oviedo in Orlando, so completely different venues than
Where was that? Say that again.
Regal Oviedo.
Oviedo.
I think I know where that is. That's really not Orlando, though. But anyways.
That's what I'm saying. So it's, on this is probably markets. Tampa is AMC West Shore, and then West Palm is Cinemark Boynton Beach, and those are 11 a.m. Deals. Jeremy has already seen it. I think he put his thoughts out there. It got picked up by the Transformers folks.
Did you mean Oviedo? Oviedo?
Yes.
Oviedo.
I forgot the I.
You forgot the E.
That too.
No,
Yeah.
you said the I. All right.
I mean, this is the greatest.
Pretty fucking far.
According to
Is it?
a lot of people on Pop Culture Pros, this is the greatest year for movies. Apparently, so many great films.
Wait, what? This 2024?
Yeah,
2025.
2024.
2025 was really disappointing. Those first 8 months of 2025, very disappointing.
You said
All right.
it's disappointing. It hasn't happened yet. What are you talking about?
You don't pay attention to that chat. Mello inadvertently
that's
said
right, I
the
don't.
first 8 months of 2025 has been meh.
I meant 2024 because apparently, so many great movies have come out this year.
Don't
The
listen
greatest
to
origin story of all
What
time,
great movies
too.
have come out this
Don't
year?
listen to Sunshine and Rainbows. Everything is great to Sunshine and Rainbows. You know that already.
Gotta be careful.
What great
with that.
movies have come out this year? I'm lost.
Apparently, a lot of horror films that, a certain studio that I don't even know the name of have come out with good films.
Okay.
Everybody in that chat said Deadpool Wolverine is #1 for the year. I cannot wait for Ruben to have Deadpool and Wolverine as top 3 end of year.
I can't wait to fight. I'm going to fight him. I'm going to fight him one day, right? It's just going to happen one day.
And then afterwards, sit him down, peel his eyes open, tape him up, and watch all Marvel.
All
he
30,
hates
all
Marvel
30,
movies?
all 30 movies. He's
And
anything.
17 shows.
If there isn't 2 men kissing in it, he hates it.
Okay.
If fucking Wolverine, I want to say that. Never mind. I'm gonna get suspended again. I don't want to say it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go through your course.
You're doing
cannot
good.
do
We opened the
justice with
show with
myself,
WNBA talk.
Let's just say if
Yeah, you
Deadpool would have
said Timmy, you started off so great with the.
but if he would have violated Wolverine in that movie, then he probably would have loved it. Let's just put it that way.
All right. On that note, we're gonna get up on out of here again. Just too sweet. On that note,
we're gonna end on.
Randy Orton's next title reign starts on Saturday. The guys will get together, do a little preview show. A lot of college football on Saturday. Then we look forward to next Thursday, Ravens and Chiefs to kick
What a
off the
fucking
season.
great game to start the season.
Well, we got
Right?
football from Thursday all the way to Monday. We also
Football.
got
We got football all the way to
Friday?
January, Mello. We got football all the way to January, baby.
because Friday we also have Eagles versus Packers in Brazil.
Oh yeah, where they are not supposed to wear their colors because it's
Exactly.
like gang warfare down there. Wear green.
I wonder how that's gonna
All right.
work for the fans.
It's not gonna go well. I feel like there's a situation brewing. That
I hope
Brazil
I hope
gang warfare. Both other teams they choose. Like no research is done into this. Both
Nope.
teams wear green.
I hope the American State Department standing by because I can see hostage situations.
They should have sent the Jets down there. Aaron Rodgers can talk his way out of
Ooh,
anything, right?
maybe they'll keep the Eagles. Fuck them, leave them down there.
It should have been Eagles Jets. They should have kept the Eagles and the Jets. They're out there running around the jungles. Yeah,
The State Department be like, we are doing everything we can to bring back the Packers. What about the Eagles? Fuck them.
Yeah, absolutely. Jordan Love, send him back. Fuck the Eagles.
One priority at a time, guys.
Yeah.
We'll trade the send the Packers back. We'll send the Jets instead. Then you
There
can
you
have
go.
your Jets and the Eagles.
That's a good deal. I like that deal.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
All the pieces going down there, but
But what happened to Batista? Lost a lot of weight, huh?
Yeah.
Stop
on
wrestling.
purpose. Yeah.
He said he wants to be more flexible in his movie roles.
Look,
Makes sense.
he's an actor now.
He's an actor.
He's an actor.
He's actually a good actor too.
I would say he's the best wrestling actor.
I would agree with that.
Have you not seen
I would
Macho
agree with
Man
that.
and Spider-Man? The fuck is wrong with you guys?
Good here for 3 minutes.
3
on,
minutes
Marine.
of pain. I love it.
Come on. What's that smell?
Still
2K.
active.
Come on.
Still actively acting.
I mean, come on.
Hogan.
Andre the Giant and Princess Bride. What is wrong with you guys? Come on.
Timmy, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. That finally, for the 33rd time, we're trying to end the show. Peace out, everybody.
We're almost done without.